are 5 queens: Hannah, Betty, Violet, Braga, and Dee, sitting at a table at a very shabby tavern known as the Bitch's Bite. Sitting on the opposite end of the table from them is their newfound friend and triad member, Draco Van Helsing, the Time Warlock, who, on his own mission sent from the triad themselves, was sent back in time to help stop the Chaosium from falling into the wrong hands. And sitting on a small perch to the right of Draco is the tiny, fidgeting owl body of Minuto, the servant and herald of Krona, goddess of time, who continues to somewhat glitch in and out of existence as he switches from being golden and godlike to then resuming his stuffed owl-like form as his head just gently ticks back and forth out of time, signaling that something is not right.
Hey, Hannah, remember, you see this owl? Remember when you did that to the owl?
I didn't do that. It was already twitching.
Everyone...
It was twitching before.
Yeah.
It was twitching. It was twitching.
Yeah, she tried to kill the owl, you guys.
I didn't try to...
Wow.
I didn't...
She tried to snap
Like,
its
don't
neck.
ever get a cold around
Wow.
Hannah, because she'll just, like, try to snap your throat.
Yeah.
It's not going to be
Honestly,
fun.
A cold?
Honestly,
A cold? Wow.
Honestly,
Get a cold?
Don't get a cold, because she'll put you out of your misery.
honestly, I'm so tired I can't even fight it. I'm just so tired. This is exhausting. Am I alone in this?
No,
No.
it's
No.
exhausting.
This is stupid.
It's stupid.
I mean, you might not want to take your aggression out on an owl.
I didn't take my aggression. Okay, I'm just gonna say the record. I'm just gonna. Okay.
Your tiredness.
I thought I was doing a good act by putting an animal out of its misery because it got shot by the lovely and beautiful and, frankly, seductress Elle. Frankly, she's a seductress.
A child.
That makes sense.
She
honestly.
shot the owl. She a little even. Could you imagine more impulsive than me?
She's not really all up there.
That's an opinion.
Yeah, light's not really all on.
into it. But
Again, a kid. Just
short,
putting out there, a child.
short version of this story is that animal was dying. Menudo, can you speak to this, please?
I am experiencing death across all planes right now.
Do you hold it against me? That's a very important part of this conversation. Hello?
Oh.
Hello?
You really jacked this owl up.
I didn't do it.
In her defense, he was having problems before she got to him.
This is the
She
time.
just didn't help.
The time issue. So, really, the importance of this issue is that we need to get the Mask of Narigoth, and you need to commune and break the bond or stronghold he has over Krona. So, or we could just talk about what a shitty person I am.
I mean,
There's
I
time
was
for that
so
later.
enjoyable. I get it.
It'll come up again.
How's is everyone okay? I mean, thank you. I mean, I've just been... Are you okay?
What?
Did you just wake up?
No, I've been sitting here with you all. I'm
fine. Whoa.
So,
What do you want to know? My birthday too? Jesus.
No, you are all the rat queens. You are more important to this story than you know.
we sure didn't want to be.
That's for sure.
There's many who look throughout time, look throughout history. Those who are made to change the world are often the ones least expected.
Well, we're gonna find this mask, right? Didn't you say you kind of knew something about it, or?
The Mask
Or
of
find it?
Narigoth.
Yeah.
Well, I know from, your history, that Garrig is in possession of it. He will be donning it fairly soon and summoning Narigoth to attack Palisades.
Oh.
Could we talk to Narigoth while he's doing that? Is Narigoth also timeless, or do we have to like get at him? Maybe like
That is a great question.
yeah.
Well, it appears that this Narigoth, gods exist across time. The Narigoth of now is also the Narigoth of the future, who is also the Narigoth of the past. So, as Krona is affected in your present, this and all time, Narigoth somehow has now acquired the powers of time, and well, the realms and planes are not cooperating accordingly. As I'm sure you've seen, there have been minor tears appearing in Palisades, golden tears opening
Yeah.
up into things
Letting out
across
minor
time.
bone dragons, just little problems like that.
Who knows? That may help you in the future.
So there's a huge possibility that the Narigoth that's about to be spat upon Palisade is even doubly powerful because it's imbued
Because
with.
of a time squid now.
But you have also, like Narigoth, have been imbued with both powers. So it must be your D that puts on the mask of Narigoth. And once that happens, send you all back. And forward, I should say, back to the future.
Oh man, time blows your mind, doesn't it?
Questions, yes.
Yeah, So when I was in like my very unhappy place for like 6 months of my time, when I spoke to the Grayed, he said that Krona told us that it was D putting on the mask and Narigoth that unlocked the chaos to begin with. How do we know that it isn't in fact our D putting the mask on now? That like time travel really messes my head up, and I don't know what to do. But like, what if us trying to solve the problem today is what causes this all to happen to begin with? Because that was part of that prophecy, that those who seek to stop it cause it to happen. Okay, my head hurts. My head hurts. This is not. I don't think about stuff like this. I hit things.
Oh, don't give yourself credit. You've got some lovely writing going on in that beautiful brain.
Thank you, but my head still hurts from all the thinking.
That's fair.
Time is funny. Fate works in mysterious ways. That which is fated will always happen regardless. But you have the chance to exercise free will throughout your life.
I'm going to exercise some free will right now. Who wants some mead? Because, you know,
Yeah.
this is
Yes.
a pity party.
Yes.
That's right.
And everything sucks.
I want to kill all these brain cells that are making me think of this weird thing.
Yeah,
We're just
every
gonna
last one of them,
we're gonna
slay
get
them.
crunked.
Yes.
And I go up to the barmaid.
Hannah, as you go up to the bar, you actually get a good look at what this tavern is like. It is nothing like the Black Satyr. It is nothing like the Mustang Meadery. It is unlike any tavern you've kind of ever been in. And actually, you all didn't really know that this tavern existed in Palisade. It seemed to be... sounded like it was new, but from the looks of it, this tavern has been here for a long time. You see that this wood that kind of the wood up on the ceiling is kind of this old and gray, and you just see cobwebs and dust everywhere. Above the mantle, you see a number of medals and trophies and photos that are just covered in dust and cobwebs. There's half of the tables around you have the chairs still stacked on them, with dust covering each of them. It really does not appear that many people even come into the Bitch's Bite. As you approach the bar, you see the one woman running this entire tavern, Ronnie, just kind of cleaning the same mug.
Why did you just say your name out loud to me? You just said your name, Ronnie?
That's my name.
You just said that out loud
Well,
as I approached.
you said the barmaid, so I said, that's my name. My name's Ronnie, and I'm not a barmaid. I am the matron of this establishment.
Well, fuck, I'm impressed.
You should be.
All right, bitch.
Thank you. That's the name of the place.
I was going to say, you named the God's damn place after yourself?
Fuck yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get kicked out of the Fighters Guild.
Oh, snap. So that's what
Well,
these medals are about?
yeah.
You're a badass.
Thank you. At least someone sees it. But apparently, if you're a woman and you try to speak up in a male-dominated organization and you want to hold a position of power, they're keen with you being there for representation, but taking on a position of power, they don't like to that too kindly.
Yeah, but that's when you just kick some balls and create your own damn thing.
I did, and I got kicked out, and then...
You got kicked out of your own damn thing?
It was not my own damn thing. I got kicked out of the Fighters Guild, and...
Yeah, but why would you want to be there anyway? Do you know what I mean? Like...
Oh, I wanted to change things. I wanted to make it a better, more inclusive place. I wanted to encourage more women to pursue it, that fighting was for everyone. And I knew I would be a good leader. I knew I would be someone who would lead that group of fighters really well.
So then why'd you give up?
Well, when someone slanders your name so horribly that even your own business that you try to start up by yourself because you got nothing left fails, well then it kind of takes the bite out of the bitch, don't it?
It absolutely shouldn't. It sounds like you gave up just when you should have pushed even harder. Listen, I don't presume to know you.
Hannah, where are the drinks? I'm dying over here.
Yeah. What's happening? Are you guys best friends or what's happening?
so
What's
thirsty.
going on?
Jeez.
Don't burn this place down.
I thought too hard. I need mead.
I will say thank you. I gotta tell Draco to thank you for bringing you all here. Don't get much business, but I appreciate everything I can get.
Yeah. Okay.
What kind of mead do you want?
We're gonna take 3 fire meads.
Okay.
1 extra sweet mead, and then whatever birds drink mead. And then there's this Van Helsing character. He's a what's he? Fuck.
He's a kobold.
He's whatever kobolds like. Whatever their taste buds are into. And I'm going to take just whiskey.
Sounds good. And you see this tiny dwarven woman with a white pixie cut and like a white beard just start almost like throwing glasses in the air, and you see like her just catching bottles and pouring the meads into mugs and sliding them down perfectly down the bar, so they just ping, ping. They gently touch each other as they kind of stop, and you see the three honey meads, the 3 fire meads, the 1 honey mead, the whiskey, bird mead, and
Cobalt mead,
and the IPA, all line up perfectly on this bar as these drinks slide down it. You see kind of almost the dust kind of beautifully creates these clouds around the bases of these mugs and glasses.
Rona?
Ronnie. Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
You want to kick some major ass, and you don't want to just have someone slander your name and drag it through the dirt, we're here. And I grab all the stuff. Oh, and here's some money.
I was just going to put it on Draco's tab, but thank you.
Yeah, okay. Buy yourself something ugly.
Okay. As Ronnie kind of smiles as you bring all of the... Do you kind of enchant so you can carry all of the...
There's a way you can do it. So you put a finger through the 3 fire or the 4 meads. You can get like that. And then I've got the other 2 here. Yeah. Or, 3. I got it. It's all good.
You can also do this guy with a whiskey tumbler glass.
Oh,
Just
yeah. You
grab
can,
the bottom.
You can put it in in betweeny weenie.
You can fit at least 2.
I mean, Jessica the waitress handled a lot. I mean, I got it. Hannah's real skilled at certain things, not at others.
The 4 of you see Hannah just coming over, just holding 7 drinks.
That doesn't mean it's not spilling a little bit.
I'm not gonna help her.
Actually, roll me 2d6 plus skill.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's
skill.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, get active in the chat because we will be starting that first poll soon.
Beep, bop, boop, beep, bop, boop, boop. Yep, these are the shittiest dice on the planet. Wow.
What did you roll?
That's going to be a 3, and I assume I don't have tokens because I'm not well liked.
Hannah, you have 3 tokens. Betty has 2 tokens. Yay! Violet has 1 token. Braga has 2 tokens. Dee has 2 tokens. There are 3 second chances.
Thank you. I am going to
How many do I have? Sorry, I was getting just dice.
2.
Mine is either 2 or 3. 2?
You have 2.
Okay.
I'm going to take the second chance.
All right.
Because I'm not going to undo all of Ronnie's hard work. It's a little bit better, so it's a 7.
Wonderful. Describe to me at first how you failed, but then you resulted in a mixed success.
So because this place is under patronized, as I'm like heading over, I'm like really gallivanting, like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to, whet my friends' appetites. And I'm not paying attention to where I'm stepping. Do I still have my leather getup on?
I'll
Did
say
we
no.
change out?
You've changed and you've all been
We've all been healed. Okay.
I'm leaving all my pirate gear because I think it's awesome.
Great. And there's a pebble that I just or like a divot in the
in the wood
on the floor or something. And so it like all does go like it does leave my hands because your first thing to do is like put your hands out to stop your fall. So everything goes, and then within a split second, I do enchant them to freeze midair. But
as you because it was a mixed success, as you enchant them to freeze, unfortunately, as you were falling, Hannah, your throw was very, very wide, so your wand is only able to catch about half of the drinks because it was a mixed success. So suddenly, the whiskey, the bird mead, the IPA, and the honey mead all just come crashing onto the ground. And Ronnie from behind the bars, what the fuck was that?
When you get knocked down, you get back up and kick some balls.
Hannah.
You could have asked for help.
Or taking 2 trips.
You all were yelling at me.
Positive note, she just spent double the amount on drinks for your bar.
Here, I'm gonna make some more. They're on the house.
Yay!
Thank you. I really needed that IPA.
Best case scenario. What is the IPA? What's for you?
It's the most hipster possible drink.
Can I have 2 IPAs, please?
It's the designer armor of drinks.
Yeah.
Sure.
With this one.
I've already finished my mead.
As you've just taken it out of like the enchanted cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I'm just gonna grab mine out. Half done already.
She spilled this one too.
Oh, yes. Oops.
He just bring us some bottles or something.
As you see Ronnie just come over, and she just puts down, she brings like a casket over her shoulder, and she just puts this casket on the table next to you, takes down some of the chairs, and just kind of takes a knife and just cuts it open and sticks a cork in it. Look, I admire women who kick ass, so it's on me.
Thanks, Ronnie.
You angel.
Are you sure though? Because like no one patronizes your bar, so
Yeah.
You know what? Just seeing you all is just enough. You know what? And it's you're right. I could have our talk. Think of it as something that was much needed from someone other than myself.
yeah.
Why?
Sure.
So why is it so empty in here?
Well, when you've got a major guild in town that tries to
The Fighters Guild.
the Fighters Guild, when you got the Fighters Guild hating on you, they can they're a pretty powerful group with saying some real nasty shit. So.
Wankers, really. Wankers. Is it something we might have heard about you?
Yeah, why don't we know about you from before?
I think let's see. I will say the Rat Queens were kind of in and out of town constantly.
So you might have missed the...
You might have missed it. And the Fighters Guild is very much like...
Insular?
They don't like merchants because the Fighters Guild is supposed to be paid... Mercenaries, I should say. The Fighters Guild is supposed to be paid to go be the kind of the muscle for a number of tasks. And so they hate mercenary groups like yourself who come in, take kind of the smaller jobs and hopefully build up a reputation to then get the bigger jobs that they themselves wish to acquire. You two never really crossed paths. You remember, though, in the faint inkling of the back of your mind that something about ignoring, staying away from the bite. But it was during a drunken night where you thought it was some inside joke someone was telling another person.
STD somewhere.
Yeah,
Stay away
it
from the
felt
bite.
like an
Just watch out
STD.
for the bite.
Can we get personal with you, Ronnie?
Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Yay.
All right, that is a 9.
With a 9, you can add, or you can use a token
sure.
to
10.
make it a 10. Great. You can ask 3 questions.
Great.
As you kind of prepare, Draco kind of starts to drink an IPA, and he brings over the bird mead and puts it right in front of Minuto, who kind of just... You see Minuto just occasionally slam his head into the mead.
Like one of those drinking birds?
Yeah, but it's like real brash, and he just kind of like is trying to drink a little bit of this mead.
Minuto's a hot man.
He's regurgitating it himself.
He's trying to drink it before he phases out again. Like, I gotta get down the belly before I'm going.
We are worried about Minuto, but also, what do you have that we need for basically our mission to save the world as we know it?
Oh, you're saving the world?
You know
Or
what
are you
I-
talking to Ronnie, or are you talking about
Talking to Ronnie.
Ronnie?
Yeah, Minuto, I'm not gonna even... Who knows what that bird's gonna say to me.
Y'all are going to save the world?
Yep.
It's so complicated.
Too complicated to
Yes.
explain, but from one fighter to another, just trust us.
Yeah, then, I mean, I think the only thing I can give really is advice, besides lodging and a drink. I mean, take it from someone who's been on their own for a long time. Wolves fight and travel in packs. Make sure you keep together.
Keep together, all right? We don't always do that, so...
Oh, we're in a good mode, though, right now.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys did go down that sewer, but...
We did fight the dragon while you guys were in the sewer.
I mean, this is just a happenstance.
Yeah, it just happened.
I had to marry and then kill someone.
What?
Wait, what?
Nothing. Never mind.
Yeah, I was
Again?
witness to it.
Nope.
Yep. So,
No. Anyway.
what do we, what are you actually thinking when you look at us right now? And this, when you give us the free beer, and what's really going on in your head, Ronnie?
I see. I know, I get it. You get free drinks from someone. That can definitely be pretty suspicious. I mean, I see the 5 of you, and I remember the me that was that young. The Ronnie Strongarm, who was one of the best fighters in the guild, who single-handedly took down 3 werebears, and that's where I lost this eye.
Oh.
Yeah.
Try not to look at the one. It's, it's like hard. But good
also,
that you brought it up.
But also not.
Is it really? Is it a
Nope.
problem for you if people have one eye?
no, because
Okay.
she's got a fake eye.
Yep.
Wow.
So a patch is a problem for you?
No, patches is helpful.
Okay.
Because I know where to look, and I didn't know where
No,
to
I lost the magical insurance on this thing a long time ago. It was pretty nice, but now it's the magic. I don't have enough money to invest in a new one.
You
So
should get one of these bad boys.
I should. It looks good.
Yeah, it looks pretty badass in Braga.
Yeah, true. Touche.
But yeah, I look at you all. I see myself, and I see women who are strong, women who are fun, women who have life to live, and just don't piss people off like I did.
We piss people off
Joe,
pretty much all
like,
the
whoa,
time.
spa-
right?
yeah,
Kind of
a
what we
constant
do.
state
Sort
of
of like
pissing
our
people
whole-
I
off.
think you
Dang.
actually... Anyway. So
And I have one last question. I'm
All
going
right.
to ask it with my rat queens. They're going to help me fill in the blank of this question. It's because basically we have a lot of group mind, and the more that we can say things and do things together, the better we'll be. So I'm going to say, how could I get you to
help us.
help us
Find
where
the Garrett
mask-
might be hiding a very important item.
It's exactly right, Betty. And just for clarity, you want to say that one more time.
So we're kind of looking for Garrick, the head of the Merchants Guild.
That's
Yeah.
that pig.
He's a big bad man who's gonna probably destroy this town.
He killed our friend.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
already destroying the town's economy. So
Yeah,
Well,
so
gonna-
where
And
can
he
we
literally
find
murdered
him?
our friend in front of us.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
also is the thing that happened.
shit.
Oh yeah, Tom's dead.
Hey,
Yeah.
What?
Braga.
Oh my god.
why did you tell her like
What?
that?
I'm sorry, I've been drinking too much.
God.
Tom?
Yeah.
Tom,
Tom O'Shandy. He. Yeah.
Well, damn.
So how?
Oh, by the way, I did write a letter to his friend Frolan telling him we would help him with whatever quest. Just a heads up on that.
That's good. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So
Okay.
So basically, how can we get to him?
Well, it's so funny you talk about Garrig, because I just saw him last night. He was a Dragon Bernadette down the street. Don't know what for.
You didn't do anything when you saw him dragging a woman down the street?
Well, I mean, we've all dragged Bernadette.
She's kind of a bitch.
Yeah, but we know what she did. That she didn't do it. We know what happens. How would you not
But
say
she didn't
anything?
know
Well, I
what
heard
happens.
her. I heard them. I came outside, and I thought I saw the tail end of them, and almost like he was some kind of, I don't know, had some kind of powers, he just disappeared.
How could you not do anything, though?
Hannah?
Seriously. You watch someone get... You think you... Even if you have a question, you don't help somebody?
Well, maybe I'm scared, okay?
Oh, for fucking right! Of course you're scared. This is exactly why you had the problem before. Just when things got hard, you gave up. What fucking bullshit is that? Jeez. What if one of us was hurt and you didn't see us? You didn't help?
I'm gonna take this back now.
Yeah. I don't want to drink your drinks.
Great. As you see Ronnie pick up the cask over her shoulder, she goes into the room, the door that is kind of at the edge of the bar, and you just hear a slam.
We could have used information.
Who's to say she has any information?
She did.
How? Do you know that she did?
She saw something, and you were pissed instead of asking her more.
You want to be in solidarity with someone who's not going to protect another woman?
You do have a point,
Yes.
but well, damn. Like, I don't know. I don't even know.
Maybe this is why we never ended up going here in the past, because she already hates us.
Ah,
true.
the bird! You hear Draco exclaim as Minuto starts to, like, seize. He starts to have, like, a little bird seizure as you see his body just, like, almost bursting with golden energy until it starts to almost like a light bulb or a flame flickering out. You start to see his body becoming more and more petrified. Draco quickly collects Minuto in his arms and looks at the five of you. I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to see what I can do to him. My powers are draining as well, and well, with the time I source all of my magic from Krona. I'm a time warlock, and I will try to use what I can to save him. He might be our only asset, who actually might know more than me.
Thank you, Draco.
I'll be upstairs. As you see him go up the tiny the tiny grade wood stairs up to the second level, where you only see one door to this tavern. And as Draco, he's on the second step before the second floor landing. His foot just falls through the step, and you hear this kind of burst of wood as he kind of
Oh, you all right there?
Yes, I'd be fine. As he goes into his room, and from Ronnie's office, you just kind of hear her. We'll fix it later.
I don't know what we're supposed to do.
Well, I mean, maybe we just forgot, but she did tell us at least that that Garrick was dragging Bernadette down the street, so that means that he's about to chain her up in that weird mansion thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's
the
go.
thing with her eyes.
Let's go. Right?
As the five of you stand up, unbeknownst to you all, you are being watched from the dusty, caked window of the Bitch's Bite as a figure quickly darts in and pushes the door open. And it's Sawyer.
Hey, buddy. Sup?
You see he has a paper in his hands as he kind of looks around for a sec. I thought... Didn't Mayor Kane send you all out to go fight those giant mushrooms this morning?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a piece of cake.
Yep.
So easy.
Taken care
Just-
of.
I thought you just left an hour ago.
You know what?
Yeah.
It's amazing. You can be
Sprint
real fast. Yeah.
Mushrooms aren't that
Yeah.
They're
dangerous.
kind of small.
I just ate them and then
Chewy.
came back.
I was helping
Yep.
them. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, Braga, is everything okay? You're dressed as a pirate. Is that from last night?
Like, I just wearing the Peaches uniform kind of hurt,
I
made
get
me
it,
sad.
yeah.
So
Hannah, you feel Sawyer staring at you.
What?
Just, hey.
It's awkward. Should we leave him too alone?
yep.
You know what? We were gonna look at this bush outside.
I'm just gonna
See if
see.
they had
I need some air. Bye.
Yep.
Yeah,
Bye.
yeah.
just gonna stare.
mushrooms.
Yeah. I left a shilling.
Where the four do you go?
We just go outside, just far enough away that they can't see us in the window, but not too far that we can't hear their whole conversation.
We're all right under the
Yeah.
window outside, like listening
Yeah.
in.
Roll me. I need you all to roll me 2d6 plus canny.
Oh, Jesus.
Canny.
9.
Oh, 5.
Thank you.
I can't even see.
Oh, 4.
Well, that's a fail.
We have tokens though.
And second chances.
This is kind of
right.
funnier if it doesn't work out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, I
We
got
all
it.
that whole side failed.
Oh yeah, and like a lot.
Yeah.
Like
gonna
we got
use-
snake. We got like ones.
I'm gonna use one of my my tokens. I had 2, right?
Yes,
yeah,
Betty,
we
you
want
have
the exact
2.
same
Okay,
thing.
I'm gonna use one of my tokens
did.
so that I can get a 10 and hear everything, all the juicy goss.
So yes, Betty, you have successfully kind of put yourself. You were able to see almost a place where 2 of the wooden boards of this tavern were not sealed together with tar, and so it was a perfect kind of opening. So you're able to like look in and hear. Meanwhile, Violet, Braga, and Dee, almost in a Three Stooges style.
We are drunk, to be fair.
Yeah,
Like-
the 3 of you kind of like kind of all push. You see that Betty's on one side of the door, so you go like you take her like okay, well maybe we can find us something on the other side of the door. So the 3 of you all kind of go to the same area and just like sort of cram each other until
they can't hear us. It's fine.
and until you all just keep kind of crushing and pushing and being like, wait, no, like I want to see it until the 3 of you fall through the glass window and break the glass window of the establishment.
Do we take any damage?
Yes, you all take 2 damage from the
man.
glass.
Please.
Sorry, I asked.
Ow.
Guys, what is it with us and breaking down taverns? Come on.
Oh.
They haven't made a tavern yet that'll hold us.
Yeah, we'll be outside.
Take.
Yeah, sorry, we slipped on some dirt.
Sorry about that.
Yep.
Yep.
And then we just go
Slippery out
sit in the
there.
middle of the road and we just
Yeah.
can't
Yeah, so
hear
you cannot hear anything. You do not. Yeah.
Okay.
Betty, you will hear everything that happens. Hear and see. Is everything okay?
Great.
I feel like I'm getting weirder vibes from you than like normally. I just want to make sure you're okay.
Great. So great. You okay?
I'm doing okay, but
That's what I asked. You need to just hit it.
yeah. There's some stuff going down that Did you really take care of those mushrooms that fast?
Ooh, yeah. We are only our upward trajectory of doing well because ever since the trolls, we're just killing it. Don't be surprised though if you don't see us for another couple of days. That might happen.
I have no idea what she's saying, but I bet she's explaining it well.
Yeah, I think so.
I just
She's good with words.
If we're gone for like you'll see me right now, you were seeing each other, and if you don't see me, that's totally normal. Everything's the same between us, and that's totally fine. Nothing's going on. Everything's great. I'm super into you. You're super hot. Really love your bod. Your penis is also great too. You like my vajay. Everything's great.
Yeah, you know what? I have a feeling that right now Hannah is just smooth with the words because I feel like she has this connection with Sawyer that she doesn't have with other people, and I bet she's doing a great job.
Yeah.
And when you do the
Sounds like
and I do the it's the best. It's the best I've ever had.
Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
I'm just horrified. Looking at the window going,
Betty, how's she doing? Is she killing it?
Wow. So that's a 9, and I'm gonna use one of my tokens.
Great.
All right.
I look over to the 3 of you guys.
Okay, stop. Okay, stop. Look, I believe you. Sorry, I don't know. I saw the missive before Mayor Kane sent you all out, and well, it looked like it had you going all the way into the forest, all the way almost to Raven's Loft, or Raven's Roost, or whatever that is.
Is everything okay? Because you're really overly concerned about what's going on in my life.
I just
Yeah, you have to stop prying, you know?
just weird.
I need the space.
Okay. There's just weird stuff.
That's not helpful to me. Do you know what I mean? You always do this. Like, why are you making it like something I'm doing wrong? This is what you always do.
You feel Sawyer come up immediately close to you and just kind of grab you by the shoulders. Hannah. Something's happening in Palisade that I'm trying to stop, and that's why I'm on edge. It's not about you.
Okay.
As you just kind of, he holds you really closely, you two are just so almost millimeters away.
Hey, guys, stuff's heating up right now.
I knew it.
I knew it.
Is there anything I can do to help you?
Just stay out of trouble.
It's my middle name. Trouble. It's my also first and last name too.
Yep, you are trouble.
Trouble.
All right.
Hey,
Yes.
you stay out of trouble. You don't have to solve everything by yourself. That Lola, however I feel, she's great.
Sure, she'd appreciate hearing that.
No, don't tell her.
Okay. Well,
Nope, don't tell her. Just you just need to know
all
that
right.
for
I'm just
yourself.
gonna hold on to that, keep it in my pocket. For
You know
a
what we
later
did
date.
last night too, by the way? Woohoo! Right before the dragon came. It's great. Still
There
think
was
about it all
there
the
was
time.
a dragon.
No. I just want to let you know, like, no matter whatever happens between us, I'm gonna lock that one away. That's a good one.
Still going well, Betty?
I don't. A lot of hand motions.
Okay. Yeah.
Then I'm gonna get going. Why don't you and the queens just maybe I don't know, take a break, rest easy. I mean, you just came back.
Yeah, we gotta. Like I said, we gotta. You know, because we're doing so well, we got a couple more missions. So you'll be the first to know when I'm back in town, though.
Great. Well, I'm gonna be on my way.
Hey,
Yeah.
and I kiss him.
He kisses back.
Yeah. Just for memories.
It's going really good now. She's getting a little bit of something.
Bye. Get it, Hannah.
Get it.
Bye. As you see kind of Garrick straighten it. Oh, sorry. You see Sawyer.
What just? I'd like to roll. Get personal. Kidding, I'm just kidding.
Are you Garrett?
Sawyer straightens up his
Question.
back, and he opens the door and sees the three. Doesn't see you, Betty, but sees the three of you just sitting in the middle of the street.
I found it. I thought it was a shield. It's a rock.
Wow.
It's a rock.
You were
It's a
right.
rock.
It was a rock.
thought it was
the
money,
whole time.
but it was a rock.
So funny.
Have a good day, rat queens.
All right, peace out. Bye.
As he makes his way up the road.
I stop him.
I think you've had a good
Hey,
day.
Sawyer, where are you going?
Oh, I didn't see you there, Betty.
Ooh. Where are you going? Aren't you going to some scary place now, right? To go do something weird, right?
Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Love me that, Daddy.
Jesus.
Oh, there's a second chance if you
There's
need
2
it.
second chances.
Well, that's an 8 so far. So it's not bad.
No, not
You
bad.
have 1 token left, though, right?
I only have 1 token.
You can get,
I kind of forgot where he was going.
if you get personal, you get 1 question with a mixed success.
I'll do that.
Great. What would you like to ask him? Are you going to the spooky place?
Yeah. What? Are you going to that spooky place?
Just got a call or a missive to that there might be something going on up at the old decrepit manor. So yes, I'm headed there. But Betty, I told Hannah to go, just relax. You all go relax. You're back from a mission. Go take it easy. Spend your money. Then go drink some more.
Sawyer, big
you
strong man. Just we're obviously coming with you. We have stuff. We have to go with him to get the thingy.
Yes.
And to help him because he's our nice friend who we don't want to get bad thing happen to.
That's exactly right.
Oh,
If
yes.
we got this lucky rock, you want to take it with you because it's going to give you good luck.
Yep.
We all
Braga is
blessed
very
it.
superstitious.
you are not coming with me.
Well, you can tell us if to come with you, or we can just track you anyway. So why don't you just let us come with you?
I step outside just for like the tail end of this conversation.
We know exactly where you're going.
How?
I'm a very good thief and rogue.
Okay, actually, we weren't on a mission for mushrooms today. We're on a mission to help you.
What?
Roll me 2d6 plus.
Well, you got it. You stuck it in
heart. Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
it. Oh God.
Second chance?
Well, I could use how many tokens still?
You have 2.
Okay. Well, let's just turn it into a 7. Tokens.
All right, give me some proof. Where's the... Because I saw the order today where you're supposed to go kill those mushrooms.
A ruse. A ruse. Merely a ruse to throw a scent off of you, and Betty blew it by telling you.
Huh?
She did. She blew it.
Because we're not supposed to alter anything.
Listen, I've got a Palisade guard horn. Standard issue. I will blow it.
Oh, like Gary had.
You guys gotta
Yeah.
stop handing out those horns. Like everyone has one.
Yeah.
Sawyer.
It's a problem.
Gary blows it a lot.
We know exactly where you're going.
Yes. And we need you. We promise you. Most importantly, Hannah promises you. You have to trust us. And I know that doesn't come easy because we are who we are and you are who you are. But look at her. And just know that we're here to help. And that we have to help. Okay. And I'm not lying to you. This is the most important thing we've ever done.
Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Oh my God.
It's a second chance time. It's
Yes,
time for a
wonderful.
second
Yes,
chance.
time for a second chance.
Thank you. Second chances. Make the world better.
Oh dear.
Okay, well.
Okay, so that is a 6 and nothing.
You have no tokens?
I don't think so.
You have 1 token.
1. Okay, 7 it is.
Great. So describe to me how at first you fail, but then you make it a big success with getting Sawyer to trust you.
The moment I said, I am not lying, I just vomit a little bit.
Oh, vomit.
It just came out of my body. And I was like,
Violet?
Are you all still hungover? Is everything okay?
yes,
This mushroom spores.
we are hungover. And if you know how much we party, you're gonna have to believe me at least a little bit, because what I want to do right now is go to bed. And what I'm doing instead is begging you to trust us.
Listen, okay, and you just see Sawyer is frozen there.
Oh, dear Lord. Bilford freaking
Sawyer?
Buggins.
Sawyer?
Oh, guys.
What?
As from behind you comes Draco.
Hey, what's up, new buddy?
What are you doing?
Yeah,
We had it. She totally had it.
It was really close.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just trying
There's
to save the
certain
world.
things that have to happen here. Sawyer has to go alone because then he becomes almost the sacrificial lamb for Narigoth.
All right, well, to be fair, you told us we had to go and get the thing, and, like, you didn't really give us a lot of details, so we kind of just did what we had to do.
We already met ourselves in the past, and I kind of thought we just started breaking rules, and I'll just keep going.
Yeah, I did that.
Look, we are in uncharted time territory here. I
Yeah.
don't know what will happen if you help Sawyer. I do not know what will happen if you don't help Sawyer.
So just like Hannah said, what are you gonna do? Watch someone be dragged down the street and do nothing, or do something? And I think we're the Rat Queens, so we're gonna do something.
Yeah, you don't know
Yeah.
what's gonna happen, so
Fuck
whatever.
Fuck it.
Listen, Time Lord. This is how we do things. We help when we can.
Unless
Got a
we're
problem with
too
that?
drunk to do it, but yeah.
Even then, we'd still do it.
Braga's super drunk still, sorry.
Hell out of that cask.
Are you all okay?
Yeah,
I'm
we're
fine.
great.
I'm
We're
fine.
great. Bro, we're great.
Listen, I'm just trying to offer any kind of help. I mean, I'm in this as much as any of you.
Listen, this is as hard for me as it is for anybody. I just kissed him and set him off to very, very torture-filled trauma past.
Listen,
And-
the only reason why I explain such things is, well, did Krona tell you all who activated the Chaosium and destroyed Palisade?
And honestly, we didn't get a lot of
I
info.
can't even remember, so this is a lot to process.
I don't think she
Was it
did.
you?
No. Unfortunately, it was something that the Triad could not see. As we were... Well, you met one of my counterparts as he was helping clean up the mess in Cascaseria.
Oh yeah, the guy with the business card that was like needed like some words on it because it was black on black.
Yes,
and you couldn't-
we are working on a
Oh.
second draft.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, great.
We are in the we have a wall of designs, and we are selecting. We have narrowed it down.
All right, get on back on the...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you should bring in, like, outsiders to look at it, just to give you, like, some
Yeah.
feedback.
See, this is what
Okay,
it's like
sorry,
to enact
sorry. I
change.
just, that thought was in the middle of a thought, and I just wanted to...
Listen, it is better if I show you all. As
The card?
five of you, as the five of you suddenly start to feel your vision go black, and then almost as if this kind of gauze was over it, this kind of foggy layer, you start to see Palisade. Palisade about 2 years in the future, the Palisade that you are all familiar with, the Palisade that was still healing after the summer solstice festival fiasco. And then you see a figure emerging from the crumbling walls of the Merchant Guild's elite storeroom. This figure is dressed in a cloak. It is gray with, as it fades into black at the sleeves, fades into black at the hood, and fades into black at the bottom, with intricate stitching right down the middle. In one hand, the figure holds the Chaosium. In the other, he holds the hand of a tiny child, dressed in a similar robe. as the figures make their way into, you see in your mind's eye, the figures make their way into the center of Palisades. As they pass people, they get glaring and unfamiliar looks. People look on with concern, but not knowing what they are seeing, they go about their everyday business as if nothing were wrong, until they reach the center of Palisade. The figure holding the Chaosium draws back his cloak. And there you all see the decaying face of Leighton Rosencrantz. As he holds the Chaosium, he looks down as Colborn, his younger brother, pulls back his cloak, and you see Colborn is nothing but a shadow husk. Leighton takes the Chaosium. You see him reel his head back, unhinge his jaw like his brother Lionel did when you first encountered him in the tent. He lets out a horrific scream as he takes the Chaosium and slams it into the center of Palisade. And from there you see only destruction that hurts your mind so much. You can feel the pain of Draco even seeing it and watching it himself. As these visions, you just see these blasts of energy echo and ripple through Palisade, knocking down buildings, all life essentially evaporating and disappearing on the spot. As Draco pulls you all out immediately.
God,
I'm sorry. It was
That
hard to watch.
that's the twin, the one we saw.
The one we
the little boy.
couldn't
We tried to get him out of the tent.
Why are you showing us that?
Because that is what I am afraid of. That he has now, him and his brother, have now become true agents of air. Disciples of Arius. I believe that this god has given them powers that you have not seen yet, and I worry that somehow they will know what we've done here. And they will try to destroy us before we can go back. Which is it's an inkling I have, but that's why I warned you of perhaps joining up with Sawyer. I don't know what happens to those who die now. Once we go back, if everything resets, what Krona will do to help with this timeline. It's all I don't see. I could see everything, and now I can't see anymore. And for the first time in my life, I am scared. And I hesitated at the fact I did not want to bring this to you all. I wanted you all to be spared what I saw. But just so we know what we are getting into.
Sawyer doesn't deserve that.
Perhaps there is another way we can make it to our destination that will spare Sawyer, but keep him aligned in this timeline.
Tell us.
I'm just that's a hypothetical
Oh,
question.
Great.
To be fair, it seemed like you were going to suggest something.
I mean, perhaps
Felt
there
like
is a
you were.
back door, or perhaps there is another
Yeah,
path.
perhaps
where is it?
there's
Yeah,
another
Or
universe or a
take
crater.
a different route, or just kind of hang back.
Yep, stealth. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna kind of let that him go, but then I kind of thought we should go together.
Yeah, no, I liked what
Yeah.
you did.
But, all right.
I mean,
so,
eventually he is going to run into ourselves from now and be confused when we did go find the mushrooms.
Oh, we can just do that.
Probably-
Hannah, do your little thing. Just erased his little ding dong memory.
So we can let him go, and we can be stealth and follow him. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Well, then that's
Or
what we'll do.
just Keep a distance enough. I just call it intuition, call it a bad feeling in my gut, but I fear something is coming, and it is not just Narigoth.
All right, I'd like to put my hands on. I'd like to erase his memory from the last 5 minutes before he was frozen, and I also would like to imbue in him, if possible, like a feeling of like it's all going to be okay, even though what he's about to go through is going to be gruesome and awful.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
Oof, oof, oof.
Ooh.
8,
You don't have any skill?
and I have one
You
token,
have one token.
so it's gonna be an 8.
Wonderful. I will say with an 8, you can to pick one of two things. You can either allow Sawyer to feel peace and calm and that everything will be okay, but he will not be trusting the Rat Queens, or you can erase this past 5 minutes and he will trust you, but he will go into the manor feeling uneasy and afraid.
Why wouldn't he trust us?
Because you Violet almost vomited on him. You were demanding that you know where he was going, and he's just kind of put off by it.
So I'm going to choose the calm part.
You want him to be calm.
And I want Draco, just undo him for a second, please.
Okay. You see Draco just kind of take off his time spell on Sawyer.
Sawyer! We're speaking crazy. We're all just drunk. And you know, I love you. I do. No matter what happens, I love you. And we just go. Just go. You're going to be great.
Okay. Yeah, you are really all are drunk.
So drunk. So drunk.
Me, I'm good.
I'm super good.
So that doesn't change my feelings, and you're gonna be whatever. It's go. Just go.
Okay. Just
Goodbye. I want to watch that cute little ass do its thing.
goodbye.
We're not going. We're gonna go a couple more drinks, and then
Great.
yep.
And we'll
And then
get those
straight to bed.
into
Mushrooms.
mushrooms.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bye, Hannah.
Bye.
As Sawyer makes his way towards the decrepit Palisade Manor.
And I want to just let him get out of sight, and then we want to start trailing him.
Great. Braga and Dee.
Oh.
Are you both who drank a lot of liquor this morning?
I definitely downed
did.
that fire mead.
Did we get a long rest, by the way? Or are we still at the same health we were last week?
We're
You're
rested.
all rested.
Okay,
yeah,
so-
you,
Except for
Because
that
the two.
little.
Yeah.
yeah, you're a little.
Okay, because
The
I was
window.
I was like
That
half.
window.
I was at like half my health. If that was
Yeah.
so yeah, good. Okay.
So because the two of you, this is a pretty serious mission.
Yeah.
This is getting pretty dire. I'm gonna have you both roll get sober.
Okay.
Can we is there any way that the trance we were put in could help us with being sobered up, that weird mental state that affected our brains?
No.
Okay. Worth a shot.
It's a good
We never get advantage in this game, so I figured let's try.
You have +3 to cuts.
Yeah, but get sober is person's heart.
Yeah, it is.
I'm.
You never let me use
You know
guts
what?
anymore.
I'm not even gonna say anything because I don't want to jinx myself.
Oh, that's a 10.
Great. Wonderful. And D.
I shall roll. Can you pass me the tower?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, my
I
bad.
don't want to have any
No, my bad.
luck
My bad.
rolling without the tower. Oh, okay. That's a 9, and I'll make that a 10 with one token.
Great. So you both.
Well.
You both immediately sober up. Just describe to me what causes you to both sober up.
I got mine ready.
I
for
slapped
yours.
myself. Okay, I'm ready.
I think seeing Violet throw up a little bit made me throw up, and then when I threw up most of the mead that I've been drinking, and that caused me to sober
That
up.
That
sobered
sounds
me up, too.
totally
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Sounds totally right.
Yeah.
Yep, you just vomited. And, yep.
Because I was thinking about that when it happened, but I'm like, well, I don't want to interrupt this scene, so that's what it was.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what happened.
Yeah.
An empathy puke.
Sorry.
Empathy puke. Wonderful. As the 5 of you stand there, as you wait for Sawyer to take that small right turn up the hill that leads towards one of the oldest buildings in Palisade, yet one of the ones that has not been preserved. So much history of murder and death, deceit, hate, anger that lived within the stones of those walls caused the town to essentially forget about it. To just let it rot. Like everything else in Palisade that people didn't want to think about. The past, the poor choices that were made. This building sits as a tome of time, a remembrance of decay, the past, what's wrong. As the 5 of you stand there, after talking of chaos, feeling the chaos around you, apologies for not getting to this sooner. Thank you for it. You feel almost as you saw those visions, almost this chill runs up your spine. Betty, You feel this especially as seeing Palisade being destroyed through the eyes of Draco instills fear in you for the first time. For the first time throughout all of these missions, you've always believed that the Rat Queens would make it out alive regardless. You knew that these women were tough, that the people around you were strong, and that together you could overcome anything. But after seeing that, a seed of doubt has been planted in your mind, and you will take a -1 to the next 5 rolls.
Okay.
Hey, are you okay?
I feel like we could have stopped this back in our present time. That little boy, those kids, I feel like I almost had him. He was almost ready to talk to me, and then they disappeared, and all that stuff happened, and we almost did it. And
It's not your fault. It's not our fault. We did the best we could.
We can't sit in the past.
Think about it. I almost told us not to go. So, like, you were the one who was like, no, we have to go.
how are we gonna undo this if they're? I don't know. This is all so confusing. Like, they already did it, but we're in the past, and how are we supposed to get this mask without everyone seeing us? I mean, Garrick, it's stuck to his face. Remember, it's like stuck to his actual face.
Oh, calm down. Calm
Daddy, smidge. Hey.
This is not going the way. This is so much harder than it's supposed to be.
But that's everything for us. That's all we ever do is things are harder than they're supposed to be.
Yeah, we don't even know how to do something with it being easy, simple.
Remember, like, this whole thing happens today with this tentacle god coming out of the sky, and the Rat Queens stop it. That's why I joined up with you guys. It was power and strength, and I liked what you stood for. Today's the day that happens.
But I mean, he just said not to change anything. But if we take the mask, then we're not gonna. Maybe we just call down the monster anyway, and then how are we gonna stop it if Dee already has it on her face? Do we have to rip off her face too? How are we gonna do this? There's so complicated.
The longer we take, the harder it's going to be.
And at that moment, you start to see almost these fizzes in the air, these slight golden sparks, as Betty, Hannah, and Braga, you recognize what this is. This is a time tear that is opening beside you as this golden this golden, just kind of jagged line almost just appears in the plane next to you and starts to rip open. You see a huge hand push out. And then you see a head emerge as this troll just tumbles forwards.
Whoa. I'd like to immediately start throwing fireballs so it goes back into the hole that it came from.
Daddy!
Oh, no shit.
You want to throw fireballs at it? Great. Throw me through.
I don't know if I stopped.
2d6 plus skill.
Oh, fuck.
GM shade.
I didn't know.
Well, too late.
Should let her finish her sentence. 7. And
7.
And my token count is still 1, yeah?
You still have 1 token.
Yeah, I'm going to make a mix of
Mixed success, great. So what, you wanted to send a fireball. You send a fireball at it, but unfortunately your fireball is not powerful enough to knock it back into the time tear as the tear starts to kind of warp and close around it. Standing before you is a 7-foot tall kind of adolescent stone troll who's just kind of got this stone appearance to his body as you see these kind of tears in his eyes as he's just taken a fireball to the arm. And,
Quick context. No good?
Bad.
Bad?
Yeah.
If anything, I just made it bad.
As he takes his hand and he rips the balcony off of the home that is to the side of him and starts to throw it down your way. Hannah, what do you want to do?
I'm going to make that a fireball.
Is that enough context for you?
Yep.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
Oh, God. 5, 6, 7. Also a mixed success.
Great. With a mixed success, you shoot a fireball at him that
At the thing that's coming my way.
at the balcony, at these shambles of this wooden balcony that are coming towards you, and you are able to blast the part of the balcony that was closest to you, but you are in a tight group. Violet, unfortunately, you were pretty close to Hannah when all of this happens. So as Hannah blasts her fireball and it smolders and destroys the wooden bits of the balcony that were headed her way, you unfortunately get hit with some of the remaining balcony right in the eye, and you feel your left sight go for 5 points of damage.
Oh.
I can't be.
I don't know because I know I've been in the sewer, but can I try to make this comedic in case the adolescent finds it funny enough to stop throwing things at us?
Roll me 2d6 plus hard.
Yeah. That's a theory.
An 11. Damn.
So describe to me how this plays out.
You know what? I know I have half my friends. I guess my friend group just come to. I guess I'm just gonna have to dance by myself. Oh man, it's great. It's tough. So funny.
I've already been there.
Look if I do it.
Use dance.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Well, you know what? I'm gonna keep dancing. Is there a banana peel around here? Oh, I hope so. Oh, nothing hurts as bad when you're laughing.
You see Draco just like staring at the five of you all, just like and you see him, he's trying to open up this portal to try and send this troll back, but you see him just kind of almost pull open a hole and then it immediately closes, pull open a hole and then it immediately closes, as another tear then begins to appear on the building across the street. But this time, it isn't a who that comes out. It is a what. As suddenly you start to see the facade of this building change as this tear almost comes down on this building. It is opening up on another time. The time when Palisades was destroyed. So this building, suddenly the building adjacent to the bitch's bite starts to be encased in flame. Half of this building starts to just ignite on fire as the baby troll laughs and and sees the fire and starts to panic, trying to laugh at you all and trying to see how you all will react to the fire as these tears just kind of start popping in and out.
I'm gonna run to the house that's on fire because I think there might be people inside of it. So I'm gonna run and shoulder through the front door.
I'm gonna run after Braga.
Cool.
Trying to still make the troll laugh.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm
Yeah.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Yay!
I'm gonna try to get some water. If you get in there.
That is that's a 12.
Yay.
Great.
Yes.
Describe to me how you take down this door.
Pretty much like I said, I think because I am trying to perform for the troll a little bit, I'm like, I'll save them, and I slam into the side of the door with my shoulder. So I just maybe I kind of use the metal of my axe to kind of knock it open a bit. So if I knock it open a little bit with my shoulder, maybe it's still hanging a little bit loose. So I take my axe out and I smash it the rest of the way open so I can get it into the house.
As you smash it down, the baby troll's like, yeah! Yeah!
This troll sounds sarcastic.
It's hard to be 14.
And you're going to search for some water?
Yep.
Roll me 2d6 plus canny.
Can use. Thank you. Not very canny today. That's a 4.
There is no water in sight.
No. What do they do in this house? What do they drink?
I think this is a hopeless cause, y'all.
Yeah, I know. Well, how do we get it back?
No, I get it.
Whatever happened to adults stop someone being dragged down the street and try to help people when they're in danger?
It's a time tear.
Is the tear that the troll came through still open at all, or did
It
it
is
close?
closed. It is gone now.
And is there a potential that Braga's getting sealed in the time?
No, it's half of the
oh.
house is like this time tear's kind of divided this home. So yeah, Braga, as you cross over, you crush through the threshold. You look onto the left side, like the right side of the house is fine, but it's now still like the flames from the left-hand side, the flames from the destroyed aspect of the side of the house are starting to kind of flicker in and start to catch on the tiny rug and the chairs at the dining table. As Braga, you take a step and you kind of look into the outside. You look out the destroyed wall and the tear. As you all see kind of Braga almost kind of disappear for a sec, as you turn and you look into that tear, and you see Leighton.
Like, so he's not in the present day, he's in the future.
This is the destruction of Palisades that this time tear has opened upon.
Okay.
And Leighton, you just see his head that was facing forward turns towards you and just stares at you.
I'm gonna get situated.
Okay, roll me 2d6 plus canny.
Okay.
Yay!
Spoken like a professional role player.
Okay, that is a 8, and I'm gonna use my 2 tokens to make it a 10.
Ooh, okay.
So I get 3 questions.
You do.
Um,
You get to ask me. Or you can
Okay.
ask Leighton.
yeah. What is the best way to keep the situation from getting worse?
Close this tear.
Okay.
Or stop the fire.
Okay. What here is weak or vulnerable to me?
Weak or vulnerable to you. You see that like the tear, it is kind of similar to how the troll kind of popped in and out. This tear looks like it will be closing soon,
Okay.
but there is part of the house that has caught on fire because of this fire that has now just been kind of opened up onto this time.
Okay, and then what's going on here that isn't obvious to me?
You got me there. Braga, as you are focused on first the house burning around you, second the present day or the destroyed palisade that is the past of your current present, the future of your current present, the past of your past. You see Leighton, and that is what occupies your mind for a second. But then you remember very clearly from the vision that Draco showed you. Colborn is nowhere to be found right now. He has left his own time.
Okay. Okay. Since I'm in the house, my focus was saving whatever family might be in this house.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go back into like what's like the past right now, where the house is still burning.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna like run up the stairs and try to like see if I can, or if there's a stairs. I don't know. What
There
the
are
top-
stairs, yeah. It's like a little townhome.
Okay. So I'm gonna like run up the stairs and like look for people who might be sleeping.
Great. Yeah, you run up the stairs and you see that there's one bedroom door, that the door's open and the bed has been made and it's so nice and this person is clearly not in the house anymore.
Okay.
But you do see that one bedroom, the door is closed and you can kind of hear snoring behind the door.
Okay, I'm gonna run to that door and same thing. I'm just gonna axe open that door.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Yeah.
Guts.
Like a fire person would use an axe. I don't think it's crazy.
Hannah, Betty, and Violet, you are the 3 on the outside, still with this troll who is kind of starting to lose interest slightly. You need to keep entertaining this troll. Someone could possibly talk to Draco to see what he could help with.
Baby troll, let's go find water. Let's go find water.
Let's go find water. Let's go find water.
Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Can I help her?
Yes,
Yes.
please do. Please do. That should be the...
4, 5, 6. I'll use my token to make it a 7
Wonderful.
for helping.
So you
So
get
that's
a plus 1.
Oh wait, no, I have -1 on all for 5 more rolls.
You do.
Oh, God.
So do you want to use your token or no?
No, I won't use it then.
Okay.
So that'll just be whatever.
Neutral.
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, you have a -1 to this
Sorry.
roll.
Yep.
I do?
Yep.
What?
Because I failed.
I should have helped. Sorry.
Well, that's
Or not. Maybe not.
that is a now a 5. So, what are the second chances looking like right now?
There is one more second chance.
Mama gonna
Not
check.
anymore, it's not.
Mama gonna give it
Does
a
she still have to take the -1 on this one or no?
yeah.
I will say no.
Oh.
Your help was only on the first try.
Yes.
And in a second chance, perhaps, yeah. Hannah tries another way.
8, and it's still at 1 token.
You have 2 tokens.
2. I'm gonna use them right now.
Oh gosh, all the cool kids are getting water, right?
Yeah.
So describe to me, yes, how you fail with Betty's help, and then you are able to make it into a success.
Let's go get water.
Let's go get
water.
And Betty, you lead us to a place that doesn't have water.
Betty, you see kind of this like cul-de-sac fountain, like a well. You see the well that is the nearby water source for the homes that kind of surround this little like inlet, this like little row. And as
Cul-de-sac.
this cul-de-sac. And as you approach this well, yep, you look in and it's dry. It says under construction. There's like a sign hanging on the inside of it that someone I guess has knocked in.
Totally is done in our time period, but it's not done yet.
Oh, look at the horse trough. And so finally I see like a row of horse troughs of like dirty, gross water, but it's still enough. And you are strong. You are lift up and put on the house like this.
Throwing's fun.
And like all 3, I get us all 3 to like try and lift one up together.
As the baby troll kind of mimics your motions and picks up the horse trough, and you see him kind of waddle over to the burning house as he just slams it into the home. And you see half of this trough go into like slam up against as the time tear is closing around him throwing the trough. You see that half the trough slams up against the side of the house that was starting to be licked with flames, putting out a majority of the flames that were starting to light the house. You see the other half of the trough just go through the time portal and just keeps on flying.
I think we got to be a little more concerned about Braga than we are right now.
Braga, D.
Yeah, we come back into the house. D, what are you doing? Have you followed Braga up or
No, so after I looked for water and couldn't find any, I was perplexed because how no water? Question: did you? I probably saw you leave, but I just want to know: did you run into the time tear?
No, I stayed. I into the time tear. I saw Lionel and not Colborn, and then I got back into our current time
Great.
period and ran up the stairs. And so I'm in the past. I'm in
you're
this side of the tear.
You're in.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm in the side we want that everyone else is on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Braga's not in the time tear.
Okay. I want to call upon my deal with Krona to see if I can try to close the time tear.
Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
And knowing that my friend is in a lot of danger.
Just so you know, by the way, I rolled a 13 on the door thing, so I can get my dice out of the way.
Great.
Yeah, I never roll that good when it's a combat. But knocking these doors down, I'm just
know what?
destroying it.
Sometimes you got to knock down
Yeah.
the door to
That's
get
right.
to the combat.
Yeah.
That's a what was it? Heart. Okay, so that is 7.
A 7. Wonderful.
I only have 1 token, right?
Right.
I'll just take the 7.
I will say you close your eyes and you start to kind of focus. You see the time tear as a wound. And your clerical abilities are kind of like, all right, cool, yes, I'm going to heal this wound in time. And so coming from that idea, you focus your energy and you start to try to channel the energy of Krona inside of you, but also with the Regoth and that whole craziness that is kind of causing a jump start on your abilities and just your source of magic. As you just find yourself, you're not making it bigger, you're not making it smaller. You just feel yourself almost holding it, which is a start, but it's not enough to close it. But suddenly you feel a scaly hand on top of yours. And you feel the fingers kind of wrap around yours.
Me?
Yes. And you open your eyes and you look, and Draco Van Helsing is holding your hand, and he has his hand out, and the two of you together start to close the portal.
Bless.
As you both focus your energy. And D, right as you close the portal, Lighton's face appears right in front of the tear. And you just see his mouth open, and he smiles, and his teeth have been replaced with jagged purple crystal as he just stares at you as the time tear closes.
Oh,
That was him.
yeah, that was him.
This is real bad.
Yeah.
Great.
Braga?
Yeah.
We got to you.
Yeah.
Describe to me this 13 of knocking down a door.
Okay. I think literally I just like I walk up to it and I just like go. Actually, I'm just gonna make it ridiculous. I gotta open it and it's unlocked, and I just open the door.
Yeah, you just open the door, and the person inside was like sleeping. And
As you do.
As you do.
Sleeping.
And all of a sudden, you see this person is completely naked on their bed, and all of a sudden you see the form kind of emerge and just see you and wake up, and it's Dwarf Dave.
Ah! Oh! Hey, Zach, do you want to come over here and roleplay this for a second?
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh no.
You, Dwarf Dave, you have just been Braga. You can see Braga in your house. Your wife is gone for the day. You were sleeping in completely naked, and now she is just standing in your bedroom, having seemingly opened your door
With an axe.
with an axe in her hand.
I don't cover up.
Just blanket or there's a fire! Fire! Wrap up!
Your
wrap
house is
up.
on fire.
There's a fire! House is on fire!
Oh, put it out!
Okay, well, but how about you get out of it first? We're trying to.
Oh, but this is home.
We're trying. Do you want to die in it?
Fair point. Okay, I run outside.
Are you covered?
No!
Okay.
The house is on fire!
Suddenly, Hannah, Betty, and Violet, and Dee, you kind of see as you suddenly see Dwarf Dave just coming down the stairs, just naked, and he just bursts through
There's
the
a lot
door.
of bounce.
You see me take my captain's jacket off and wrap it around him as I come down the stairs.
Not before I get a good look at it. I gotta get a good look at it because I gotta know what ends up happening.
Dwarf Dave just you run outside onto the street, and you look up and you see this baby troll that has just thrown a water trough onto your house as the baby troll looks at you. Yeah.
I'm not your mom!
As he comes to come pick you up. What do you do?
What did I walk into? Well, I look around perplexed, obviously, because of the situation. Is this troll also baby troll naked or covered?
This baby troll is in a baby troll diaper.
Baby troll diaper. Good, less intimidating. I guess I'll roll to get out of the way. I'll try to jump out of the way before it can grab me.
Roll me 2d6.
5.
Dwarf Dave, you're suddenly grabbed by this baby troll as you're being lifted into the air as D, Draco Van Helsing, grabs your hand and kind of runs outside with you and just points beneath the baby troll's feet and just goes, help me, send it back!
Yeah.
As the two of you start to concentrate your energy, roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Okay, that's another 7.
With a 7, I will say because Draco is helping you, you were able to pull. Oh, it's a mixed success. So this is gonna be what happens. With a mixed success, D, you and Draco Van Helsing pull open a time tear to send this baby troll back through, but the baby troll's still holding. Dwarf Dave.
I want to try to jump up underneath the baby's armpit and tickle it, so let's go of Dwarf Dave.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
Oh my god.
You're gonna make it clinch.
Oh gosh, maybe 6, 7, but I still have a -1, so that's a 6er. Do we have any rerolls or anything?
Oh wait, I'm sorry, we got something. Oh, There is.
that mean?
One sec. Betty, you have 2 tokens. You said you rolled an 8.
So wait, 3 plus 6.
There might be
but then
better
minus
things
1.
to save them for.
It's a 5. I mean, I have 2 tokens. 5, 6, 7.
I will say you try to tickle this. You try to tickle the. You try to tickle the baby troll, and its other hand grabs you. So now this baby troll is disappearing through this portal with Betty in one hand, Dwarf Dave in the other. But suddenly, Violet, you look at Dwarf Dave, you look at Violet, and you make eye contact, and you just feel. You feel your dwarven. This is the first time you work together. Your dwarven kind of histories.
I always wanted to be a rat queen.
You kind of sync. You're drift compatible. You link up, and you're going to do a combo. That's going to be an auto success.
That's right. And this combo is, we're gonna sing the dwarven song that everybody wants to lift their hands up and wave to because they can't. It's too good of a song. And you of course know the first verse. You know the first verse so well that you sing it first, right?
I'm a
Dave?
dwarf. I'm a dwarf.
Not that. No.
Oh, no. Oh, God, no.
And of course, we wave our hands in the air and we shake them all around and we say we love dwarves. We love dwarves.
We love dwarves. And we're going to remove the clapping part.
As this baby troll, as you keep singing this song over and over again, the baby troll kind of gently claps Dwarf Dave and Betty together. As Draco and Dee, you're holding this portal almost just like ready to release it whenever the time is right. And as soon as he gets to the part where you lift your hands, Dwarf Dave and Betty, you find yourselves flying through the air as this baby troll releases you, and immediately Draco and Dee pull open the portal, and he is sent back like he just sent into the ground, and the portal is closed.
I was really worried you were going to lose your coat.
Yeah.
That's what you were worried about, Dwarf Dave?
It's a good coat.
Is the house still on fire?
The house is out of fire.
Wow, Dwarf Dave, way to bring an old song back.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, just I felt deep within me the what the hell's going on?
Suddenly, Dwarf Dave, you feel this hand on top of your forehead, and you just find yourself falling backwards and passed out.
Oh, cool, great.
As Draco Van Helsing.
Question. Does his coat fall off so that he's completely nude again?
Let me roll. Yep.
And now you're just examining it freely.
Dwarf Dave's body kind of falls back onto the ground. He lands, though. He'll say he lands on the coat, and that's why it comes off. So his little head doesn't get crushed. As Draco kind of removes a hand from his forehead and just kind of. I'm only pulling on so much. At least this is getting worse than I thought.
It's way worse than you thought.
It's a mess.
I'm coughing a lot because I have smoke from the house. Coborn is here.
What?
He crossed over.
Yeah.
You closed the portal. Coborn crossed over. When I was in the house, I could see into the destroyed Palisade, and I saw Lionel, but Coborn wasn't there. I think he made it into this time period.
Oh, no.
No.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a perfect time to start voting in that second poll. So if the mods could please get the second poll started, I would love to see the results of that.
Would we?
We have to keep going towards Sawyer, right?
Okay, we have to fix this somehow.
Yeah.
This is breaking faster than I thought.
But the Coborn's following us, and I mean, his brother's probably gonna come try to get us too.
Well, let's put it this way. We aren't ever afraid to run into the problem. And so we have to go to the epicenter. We just have to.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's right.
Agreed.
And he's probably going to be there. And from what we saw, this is not a child anymore. It's probably in a lot of pain. And the best thing we could do is not be merciful. Because we don't have a chance to second guess ourselves.
Agreed.
You're right.
Yeah. We have to be totally prepared and have each other's backs. And I'm sorry for any times that I've made you doubt me. She's our leader. She's wonderful. And I support her. So whatever she says goes.
Well, then let's go.
We got this.
All right. Did you see where he went?
I didn't see him at all.
So he's just here. Okay.
I mean, if I was a tiny evil child trying to destroy the world, I'd probably be trying to get the mask too, right? Isn't that what almost destroys the world in the first place?
If he's being sent here to this time and right now, then he knows something.
He's probably trying to get it before we can.
That's right.
We gotta go fast, I guess.
Then we just start running.
As the six of you start to run with Draco in tow, you start to feel the rain fall. And as the 5 of you feel this rain, you remember exactly how this felt. You remember this rain so clearly because this was the storm before the storm of Narigoth, raining down upon Palisade. You can feel the rain acting almost as if a clock itself, counting down the moments, counting down the time you've had in the past, up until the most important time of all, the time when all of your lives were changed for the better, for the worst. Regardless of how you interpret that event, time has been changed. Your lives were all altered because of this day. You feel that weight on your heart, on your soul, as you make your way towards the decrepit
Palisade Manor.
Palisade Manor. As the 5 of you run, you feel your breath, you feel like the heat in your chest as you stand outside of the decaying stone walls, the one iron rod gate that does still stand as its counterpart lays rusted on the ground in front of you. And Hannah, from inside, you hear the scream of Sawyer.
Distract me.
He gets through this.
Distract me.
He gets through this.
Let's go.
Yeah, we should go.
He's got a calm mind, though, right now.
Yeah.
He doesn't know why, but he knows he's going to get through it. Can we please go?
Okay.
Who is in the front?
Betty.
Okay.
Where to lead?
I'm searching for traps.
Yeah, exactly.
Roll
Yeah.
me 2d6 plus skill.
Oh, and I've got trap expert.
Oh, that's
Yes,
right.
there you go.
Betty.
Basically, I always succeed, but to a certain degree. That's a 6, and it's canny, right? 7, 8 minus 1. It's a 7. Trap expert is on a 7 to 9. I can do ask one of these questions. Is there a trap here, and if so, what activates it?
Yes. And it's magic.
The trap is magic, or magic activates it?
The trap is magic.
Okay. And what activates it is the part of the question.
You sense that it is not a physical trap. You sense that it is magical. There's some kind of there is an enchantment on the door, kind of the whole facade. You feel, Betty, as you kind of approach the door, you feel almost like this. Your Betty sense is tingling, as your trap sense is tingling, I should say. As you feel like, oh, shouldn't go through there. And as you approach the huge broken glass windows that kind of line this manor as well. As you walk past each of them, you feel that sense come back on, and that sense come back on. As it appears that every entrance into this home is enchanted.
Oh, bad. Okay, guys, don't go through any of these entrances. This is bad. Ugh.
Hannah, is there anything?
I could try. It's really kind of out of my purview, but I might be able to light blast the door open or something.
Is it just the doors, or is it the windows and stuff too?
The windows, everything.
Okay.
Yeah, anything that can see into the house is enchanted with some sort of trap. I mean, can we go over the wall somehow? Is there a wall?
Is there another sewer?
Oh.
Is there a fireplace?
It's okay. All right. It's all right. I can do this. So I'm gonna create mage light. Is that what I do? I don't do that.
You have like a light.
Well, no. I'm gonna like shoot the magic or like detect it or like
Do you
disarm
want to dispel it?
I want to dispel it.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
Which I have 0 of. 7. And what is my token status?
0.
Cool. Going to stay with the mixed success.
With a mixed success, Hannah, you take out your wand and you fire a bolt. You fire a bolt at the door. And you see the magic almost like you see that the bolt hits this force. You don't see it at first, but as soon as the bolt kind of hits this force field, it then appears before you. But unfortunately did not do any damage to it. You just now see this kind of eerie purple enchanted goo-like kind of dripping magical force field that now lines every entrance into the decaying manor. Even the collapsed walls are just kind of, everything is secured by this terrifying kind of murky purple border.
Can I get situated?
Roll me 2d6 plus canny.
Yay.
Yes. 10.
Wonderful, you can ask me 3 questions.
The answer is yes, you can.
What's going on here that isn't obvious to me?
Violet, you are the only person that senses that you are being watched.
Okay. How can I get in this house with my butt intact?
You need to get through these force fields. You need to get through them, or perhaps over them, onto the second story.
Ah, grand. The chimney thing was a...
Final question. Make
What's
it a
the
good
best
one.
way to keep this situation from getting worse?
Don't let Sawyer die.
Thanks. Thanks, Mom. I really appreciate it.
Who are you talking to right now?
Sorry, I'm just having some family flashbacks now.
Actually, yes, Violet, funny you should say that. As you sense that you are being watched, Violet, it is almost as if time slows down. And you feel yourself turn around, and you see, standing in the corner of this decaying courtyard, is the shadowy figure of what used to be a 5-year-old boy. Who's these all you can see are these purple and gray-like crystals. These purple crystals growing out of these hematite stones in his eyes, just staring back at you. And as you look at this boy, it's almost as if you start to see the shadows kind of melt away, and you see the tiny 5-year-old that you tried to save back in the tent. So not so long ago, as that tugs on your familial heartstrings, Violet.
They were just a kid. Just a kid, and he had nothing, had no agency in it at all, and here we are, and he's just a kid, and Betty's right, we could have saved him, and we didn't, and you know what, everybody has a mom, right? Everybody.
Yeah, but his mom was also part of that cult.
Do we see what she's? Do we see that? What,
Nope.
what's
Oh,
the
sorry.
him?
I thought she was saying
We
it
don't
out of
see
us.
him.
You don't see him.
We hear her, though, right?
You can hear her.
Violet, what's going on?
It's a creepy kid.
Hey,
guys.
what's going on,
The
bud?
creepy little child,
Huh?
and it's creepy now. But now it's just like,
Yeah.
oh God, we didn't. You were right. We didn't save him. Oh, wait, he's here watching us. By the
Huh?
way.
Where? What?
He's watching us.
Violet, you start to feel yourself being pulled towards this force.
And hi.
Violet.
No, Violet, we have to stay together, remember?
I
We
grab
have to stay
her.
together.
Violet.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts, and Violet, you are also going to roll me 2d6 plus
Can
guts.
I help Braga grab her?
Sure. Okay, so Betty, roll your Braga bond first.
Okay, cool.
Do I have any tokens?
Braga, you have 1 token.
Thank you, tokens.
Oh my God! Don't help again tonight.
Yeah.
Hold on, what's my Braga bond?
Stop helping us while you can't roll.
Sorry, so that's a 2, 3, 4, 5. Minus 1 is a 4.
Okay.
So you have a -1 to this roll.
All right.
I believe you have
That's
one
all
more
right.
roll
It's
left.
good
You have one
storytelling.
more roll left. That's
In the
the way to
negative.
look at it.
Okay, so that was an 8 minus 1, so now it's going to be... Oh, well, plus guts, right?
Plus guts.
So that would have been 11, now it's a 10. So
Now it's a 10.
actually it worked out
So,
fine.
Violet, you have to beat a 10.
I have to beat a 10 in order to get towards the possessed child?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Honestly, good way to burn those bad rolls.
Yeah.
I try to help Braga by grabbing onto her, but instead I just trip and fall like face first.
That's an 11.
Jesus.
So yeah, it actually worked. It
Wait,
actually
so did I
hurt me.
beat that? Wait.
You beat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you beat it.
So you do not you beat Braga on a strength test. Braga, you as Betty, describe to me how you don't help Braga.
So I tried to grab onto Braga to help grab onto Violet also, but I run over and I just miss because Braga's moving too fast and I just fall flat on my face and go.
And unfortunately,
I trip over. So Betty falls, and then I'm trying to get Violet, but then I have to adjust my footing to not step on Betty, and so then Violet's able to get out of my grasp.
And then I just elbow her.
Oh!
Hi, darling. Hi.
To the four of you, Violet is talking to a wall. But Violet, you see the face of Colborn, who just kind of stares at you blankly with these hematite eyes with almost like these amethyst-like crystals growing out.
You're gonna be okay. Here, come to me. Come to me.
And as soon as that happens, the four of you see it. It is some kind of beast. This black shadow just kind of crawls up the wall, and you see these two massive claw hands come down as this jaw unhinges on this little boy beast creature and just wails in the air as one of its arms just enwraps Violet. And Violet, you just freeze. You are just frozen in the grasp of Arius Colborn. What do you want to do?
She had a good run. No, I want to hit it, but I don't know how to. I don't want to hit Violet, so I'm trying to look at what to aim for. So I'm gonna get situated.
Okay, roll me 2d6 plus canny.
Okay.
Ooh, spooky.
Yeah, not fun.
Oh no, Snake Eyes.
Why?
You just you're not getting anything.
Yeah, I kind of freeze a little bit, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I can't. I want to swing, but I don't want to hit Violet.
Is the creature really large?
It's about kind of like it's 5 feet hunched over, but it is this fearsome kind of it's almost shuddering similarly to how Minuto has been shuddering in and out of time.
And as it's holding Violet, is Violet touching the wall at all, or is just the creature touching the wall? Because it crawl up the wall with her? You see the creature's kind of back feet against the wall. It almost has these huge massive arms, kind of one of them is holding her, and as it kind of sits back on these tiny little legs, so it definitely propels itself on these kind of giant claw-like arms. I want to try to activate the trap so that the monster gets harmed.
Oh God.
That's genius.
Great, roll me 2d6
Unless-
plus
Amazing.
skill.
I fail. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but then I get a -1 still, so it's a 9. Do you have any tokens?
Betty, you have 2 tokens.
Yes.
Make it a 10!
Wow.
Thank you, tokens!
Those are sympathy tokens.
And now you are out of kind of your chaos, and now you are out of... It's almost... Describe to me how you get this creature to kind of trigger this trap.
While this is happening and I see the Arius Colborn, I start to feel a little sympathetic for it, to the way Violet did. I'm worried that we can still save this kid, but as I see it grab Violet and start to turn to a creature and crawl up the wall, I realize this is it for this. The kid is gone. It's just a monster. There's nothing we can do, and it's breaking my heart. But I have to save my friend who's still here right now. So I run and grab just a stick off the ground, and I run up to the wall and I throw it and I slam it into the wall to try to activate the wall trap.
I'll say, Betty, as you ran and got the stick, you caught the eye of Arius Colborn as, yes, you kind of just run around the side of the house and you turns so quickly that the creature kind of skids, and then just with one arm holding Violet, the other arm chasing, kind of propelling itself after you. You throw the stick, and it just leaps towards you as you duck down, and it slams itself against the decaying Palisade Manor. And you, the four of you, see that this purple kind of oozy, enchanted kind of ward that was supposed to keep you out, suddenly you see this bright purple necrotic energy, almost like these tentacles. For a moment, you see these tentacles kind of shoot up into the air as Arius Colborn just releases this shriek and howl in pain as its head just leeches back and its arm throws Violet, and Violet goes soaring throughout the air and falls onto a nearby kind of decaying bench in this courtyard.
Yes.
As the creature, as you see the kind of the ward around the manor start to kind of sink down and disappear. And you see Arius Colborn grab his arm, and you just see this kind of this burnt on it, but it's just he's dusting away. His wound is not permanent. His wound is almost disappearing with him as he turns around and shrieks one more time, and the shadows around him vanish, and there you see this black onyx like skeletal beast creature that is just filled with these jagged bones. You see these spikes of hematite stone with amethyst coming off of them as this bony stone-like creature. You see its shadow disappear beneath your feet as its shadow is sent out into the courtyard as it stands in front of you and screeches again. What do you want to do?
I shout, light, light, light hurts it. Get the light. I don't know what we do. We need light.
I'll cast light on my scimitar.
Ooh, roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Thank you. Here we go.
Ooh.
Okay, that's an 8 plus 2, 10.
With a 10, so you cast light on your scimitar?
Yes.
Wonderful. Describe me how this looks.
So I unhook it from the place I hold it on my back, and I just I just wave my hand over the curvy part, and it just starts to glow like shimmery, kind of like the Corona golden, but more sparkly, like a sparkly flame, sparklers.
Yes, you start to see, this, it's gold, but then, you start to see it like a sparkler, these, like, just these, it's like spewing out these powerful light beams.
And where's the shadow right now?
You don't know where the shadow is. The shadow is somewhere, could possibly be beneath any of you.
Oh dear. Okay. I'm just gonna hold it down to the ground and wave it around like a Geiger counter. Trying to find the shadow.
Can you hear me? Is anyone in this house?
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill. Hannah.
Oh, that's not great. I think that's a 5. My skill is 1. It's a 5.
With a 5, you don't know where it is. You are unable to detect it. But you feel your eyes drift towards Hannah as you start to sense something from Hannah. Not necessarily the shadow, not necessarily Arius, but perhaps a part of Hannah's past that is not gone from her in this timeline. Perhaps an aspect of Hannah that only gets provoked in the most dire of circumstances. As Hannah, you start to feel yourself become overcome, and inside of your mind's eye, you see a current version of yourself in this timeline, whose eyes are black and who's just staring back at you.
I don't want this. We don't need this.
I think we do. As the Hannah's hair in front of you starts to uncurl and you see her horns appear, and that Hannah essentially melts away, and standing in front of you is the presence, the mind's eye of your father, your demon father.
I run up and I don't see any of these things in front of her.
No, you just sense it though. Your cleric abilities, you sense this you sense that this demonic Hannah, this demonic presence inside of Hannah has returned.
Since I'm not sure it's not the grade, the shadow, I run up to her with my scimitar and I'm like, look at this, and I put it right in her face. Looking at this in the eye.
D.
What? Are you okay?
Fine.
Okay, you're not all grayed and shadowed.
It's good to see you again. And my hands start to glow light and kind of awash the ground with like a layer of light, kind of like a fog machine, but instead it's light. It's almost got a gaseous feel
Yeah, I'll
to
say
it.
it's like this. It's this like red light, just to kind of
starts to
peter
highlight like potentially where the grade might be or something.
I run over to Violet. Is she conscious? Or
I would say Violet's kind of conscious, but just kind of coming out of it. It's just she's come down on a stone bench pretty hard.
Okay, I kind of like lightly like tap her in the face, like trying to like wake her up a little bit, and like I kind of like help get her up off the ground.
See, from that fall, Violet, unfortunately, you landed. Yeah, you can't see out of your left eye.
Yeah.
And then
She's taking quite a beating today.
you're feeling it. You're feeling it in your left hip now a little bit. You kind of came down on that a little hard. So with 4 points of damage,
Poor Violet.
that's a 9. So yeah, you're kind of limping now. You had a rough day.
Rough day. I had a rough day.
It's fine, ladies. Just be grateful I'm here. And
Okay.
when he starts to see the shadow leak into different places, he like electrifies those particular areas in order to like kill that shadow.
The four of you suddenly see, as Hannah just stands there calmly with her hands outstretched, you suddenly see almost these snake-like red lightning bolts almost snaking through these this light fog beneath your feet as you see these shadows almost pop up instantly, get entangled by this red lightning and are pulled down. You see another shadow pop up entangled by this red lightning and is pulled down until Arius Kobold starts to walk and just walks right up to you, Hannah. And just you see this kind of skeletal, half-beast, half-child face staring at you.
Go save my daughter's boyfriend.
Oh, it's her
Oh.
demon dad time.
Whoa.
Creepy.
All
creepy
right.
And, yeah.
Hannah, roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Oh no. None of.
Second chance?
Are there any?
There is 1 second chance.
And what are the token stats?
You
right
have no
now?
tokens. Would you like to use a second chance?
Gonna please do that.
Okay.
Bless you.
Bless.
Me.
How?
6. So it's 2 fails.
Describe to me these 2 fails.
Demon dad.
Describe to me this first fail.
Yes. So actually, Hannah tries to take control of the situation because she kind of gets locked into like a word. Anyway, like locks into a stasis because Dad took over. And Hannah comes through just as Dad was about to like shatter, like throw light directly into Colborne's head. And Dad then accidentally shoots fire at like the light outward and almost at the girls.
I will say it's a fail. So, we're going to use a d4. Braga, you suddenly are hit. You are blasted back by Hannah's demon abilities as this powerful red necrotic lightning bolt just pierces you in the chest. You feel it go through you, actually. You take 11 points of damage.
My God.
And you are sent. You suddenly see Braga, who was standing there momentarily, has now been sent flying backwards into the house, and you can only hear the crash from inside the house from where Braga has landed.
Do I also set off that trap if I go through that?
The trap is down.
Okay, I didn't know if it was still, I didn't know if it was still
Good job,
active, but
Benny.
just going off.
The trap is down.
Okay.
Do not fuck with me. says my dad. And then the next fail, I know, the next fail is directed at Hannah.
Yeah, the next fail is this. Hannah, you are no longer in control of your actions. I am.
Oh!
Rest in peace.
I am the Visari now.
Hannah, you are still Hannah within yourself, but you are no longer in control of your body. You cannot control what is happening. As the three of you now, Braga being somewhere inside of this manor, three of you see Hannah just start going toe-to-toe with Arius Colborn as this creature opens up its jaw and tries to slam it down on Hannah. You see her hands holding back the mouth of this creature and just pulling its jaw open as the teeth, the bony, like onyx-like teeth, pierce through her hands as she's just this Hannah is trying to hold open the mouth of this creature. And Hannah, you feel in yourself. You feel like your hand's being pierced for 3 points of damage.
Dad, please, we could do this differently.
Can I help? And can I come up and use my sword while the mouth is open?
Sure, roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Dad, please.
Hannah, this is what you want.
It's all I want.
This is what I want. This is what we want.
That is a 7. Do I have any tokens?
Violet, you have 3 tokens.
All right, 10 it
Yes.
is. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Tokens. Thank you.
So describe to me how, you throw exactly how do you pierce?
So I'm just putting 2 and 2 together that this is not Hannah, and I just want to. I immediately run. As I can see the blood coming out of her hands, and then I just run towards them without thinking, and then I just shove my sword in the mouth.
You shove your sword in the mouth, and thankfully you shove it in the right place and so hard that your sword does not crack from cutting into pure stone. But it was almost as if you see this hint of gold on this golden light echoing from your sword as it pierces through the mouth of Arius Colborn. As this creature, you are able to pull your sword out because it was a success. As this creature just kind of writhes back in pain, you see that its lower jaw is now disconnected from its mouth as its lower jaw just kind of hangs open and it shakes its head. And it sends its shadow right after you. The last remainder of its shadow right after you, Dee. What do you do?
I'm going to swipe with my light scimitar to try to fend it off.
Okay, roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Light it up, girl.
Light it up, light it up. That is guts, you said? So 8.
8. You have 1 token.
I will save that token.
Wonderful. With an 8, you are able to stop it from possessing you and taking control of you, and you're able to keep it at bay, but you're not able to do any kind of damage to it. You're almost just kind of dancing as you keep deflecting this shadow from possessing you. Betty, you see all this. What would you like to do?
Oh, not good. I want to go over to D, and just try to, because she's swiping and missing, right? So
you can see that like the shadow every time like the shadow kind of comes up, she's like whack-a-moling it. So she's able to slice it, but as it snakes down, it kind of come up another place. She's keeping it at bay, but you don't know how much longer.
I'll just try to jump on the back of the beast and keep it still so that D can hit it.
The beast or the shadow?
Wait.
The shadow. There's a shadow attacking.
Attacking me.
I will see if I can grab it. I don't know. Maybe I can grab it.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
I'm gonna yell at it.
I like that.
I'm gonna yell at
attitude.
Smidgen, don't do it. Smidgen, stand back.
Gotta help D!
Wow.
Yo, what up? That's a nat 12.
Oh!
So it was a 13.
Wow.
Okay, describe to me how you
deserve a good
grab
roll,
this
too.
shadow. How do you grab the shadow?
How do you grab this?
It's a Peter Pan situation.
So
I just like believe in myself like a lot. I see D in trouble, so I run over, and when I try to like kick, at first I try to kick the shadow and my foot's kind of go through it and like, that's weird. And then I try to grab it, my hands go through it. But then I remember from like 10 episodes ago, I had these 2 bracelets in my pouch from the adventure when we were in the sands or whatever, and I never tried them on. I was like, you know what? I don't know if I have any magical items. Maybe these are magic. Ugh. And I put them on my wrists, and I'm able to grab, and they work for some reason, and I'm able to grab the shadow and hold it still for D to whack it.
These are dispelling bangles, and so they are able to grab what is not seen, to grab hold of what can't be held naturally.
I'm glad I keep track of my inventory. All right, I'm holding it. D, just get it. Don't worry about me.
All right, I very carefully. Actually, I think I'm gonna go to a side angle and stab the shadow under her arms.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Oh God! I hope I do not miss. I shouldn't even say that.
Yeah.
I will not miss.
No,
You
she
will
believed
not,
in herself
she
and rolled a
will
12.
not.
Plus, what was it? Plus what?
Guts.
Another 8. Jesus. Oh wait, sorry. 7. Yeah.
With a 7, you're able to get a nice swipe at it, but unfortunately, because you're worried too much about hitting Betty, you're not able to you nicked it essentially. Like it's being held, but you're not able. With the strike that you just performed, it did not pierce it entirely. Braga, from inside the house, you see, as you kind of come to, you see Bernadette leaving the home. As you remember, as actually the Rat Queens told you when Bernadette met up with them, as Bernadette has been released, and you hear more closely the screams of Sawyer upstairs.
Okay, I am in a lot of pain.
Oh yeah,
but
your right arm is dislocated.
Okay, and I don't have anyone to pop me in this time, so with my left arm, I grab my axe and I start shambling up the stairs.
Oh, you're upstairs.
That's what the screams are.
Yep.
Wow. Good woman.
I'm not smart. I'm just hurt. I heard screaming.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
Okay. That's a 4.
Braga, there is 1 second chance.
Oh, second.
Okay.
There's
I'll try.
a bit of time.
Yeah, I will do that second chance. Okay. Okay, that's a 6, and I have 1 token, so I'll make it a 7.
Nice.
All right.
Better than nothing.
So describe to me how you fail. I mean, I have an idea.
Okay, as I fail, I think that this is just me trying to get up the steps. I think that I step up, and then I realize that my ankle is also sprained from the fall, and then I don't realize that as I put all my weight down on it, and that's how I bite myself really hard to not scream because I don't want to draw attention to myself, even though I just threw through a wall. And then I just kind of throw myself down on the steps a little bit, and I just start use my axe with my left hand and hit the step and pull myself up with it. So I might even be doing more damage to myself at this point, but
you're slowly pulling yourself up these decaying wooden stairs.
Yeah.
As you can
it's
feel
like a tetanus. That's how I failed. That's how I mixed it.
As you feel the stairs kind of giving out underneath you, these kind of decaying moldy wooden stairs.
Yeah.
As you continue to climb up slowly but surely. Meanwhile, outside, Hannah, Betty, and Violet, and Dee. You suddenly see Hannah raise her hands in the air, and you see this red and black cloud start to form at the end of her wand. And you see her hand come down, and all of a sudden these red necrotic energy spikes just start piercing. And they pierce immediately through Arius Colborn, but you are all in the way. Everyone roll me 2d6 plus skill.
Oh.
Except for Braga.
Yeah.
Dad!
Oh.
Thank you.
8. I'm so sorry, my basic math skills. 11.
It's when there's dots.
Yeah.
I get
yeah.
Yeah.
6. Any token?
Do you have 1 token?
I will use it.
Wonderful.
Not die. Please. Not die, please.
So with those results, these red necrotic needles just come hailing down as you see Ares Colborn being pierced throughout, and you start to see this kind of the gray shadows, just almost like this dust kind of echoing, like just leaving his body as with each pierce of these tiny, like red, powerful necrotic needles. Betty and Dee. Braga, Violet, you were able to see kind of where these needles were landing, and you were able to, despite being so close, you almost dipped down underneath Ares Colborn, and you take cover as these needles keep coming down. Unfortunately for Betty and Dee, as you try to protect yourselves, you end up releasing the shadow. As you see the shadow escape from your grasp and go sent back into Colborn. As if the shadow comes back to him, he is almost revived in a sense, as you see him kind of stand up even taller now and just going at it with Hannah. Hannah, how are you doing inside?
I'm not doing well because in response, my father is enlarging my body also, like pushing my skin to the max. So I feel like my skin is tearing because all of the magic is coming from all places from him now.
Yeah, you feel your magic almost being like forced out of your body.
Yeah. And so the goal, you know what that does. And for me, I'm just like also can see what's happening to my friends too, so I'm not very happy.
You all the three of you see Hannah's eyes still black as almost these like black tears start to appear on her body as you start to see almost like these red sparks kind of come out of her arms and her legs and almost out of her horns a bit as you see Hannah forcing herself so hard in this magic as she just pushes her hands into the mouth of Ares Colborn and just rips the jaw out from this creature. Ooh. You see one of Hannah's horns break off as you see just like her whole body shuddering from this demonic magic that she cannot control as Ares Colborn screeches out in terror. You all have to cover your ears. It is such a horrid noise. The glass on the manor of Palisades is shuddering and suddenly breaks. Braga, you feel yourself have to release your axe and hold your ears in pain and
I kind of
agony.
can't because of my shoulders, so I'm like, one has to hear it.
Yeah.
I kind of like shove that ear down into the stairs a little bit as best I can to like not hear it.
As you hear three voices in the room at the top of the balcony at the top of the stairs screech as well. Hannah stands there. Hannah, this is taxing on your body as the magic kind of starts to calm down from Hannah's body. After conducting that hugely powerful spell, you start to see these black lines then become blood as these tiny cuts on Hannah just start to bleed as you take 5 points of damage.
Go ahead.
Please.
Am I still under Colborn? I
you kind of underneath me, and you just watched all of this happen.
Can I just take my sword and stab up?
There's no more.
There's no more. There's no more of him?
Well, I will say, you got underneath his belly instead of just his jaw, because there's no more lower jaw. The lower jaw is gone.
Great.
As the upper jaw of this creature is just like, as the smoke and this kind of, these nasty hematite and amethyst crystals are just kind of shattering and just breaking down and crumbling onto the ground beneath you. So you just want to pierce through the belly.
What I would like to do is I would like to stab like backwards, because if there's any way to get the momentum away from Hannah just for a moment, I would just love to give her some relief. So I'd love to just like try to force my body backwards.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts. Let's see how this plays out.
Ooh.
Okay, 6.
There is no more second chances, and there are no more tokens.
Dang it.
Oh dear, that's 6.
That's a 6. All right.
Dad, don't hurt her. Dad. She's just Dad, you can't control this whole thing. We're better together.
Hannah, you feel yourself grab Arius Colborn and just slam him down to the ground on top of Violet.
Oh, my baby.
Violet, you feel yourself crushed underneath this terrifying, demonic, but old god enhanced being as you take 3 points of damage.
God, only
and
three.
as you feel yourself being crushed and stuck beneath the weight of this creature. And as you lay underneath there, you start to feel the chaos of Arius almost take you over.
No.
Good.
I want to try to get personal with the demon.
Oh, God.
Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Please. Save my baby. It's 8 plus heart. 9. Oh, I have 1 token left, right?
Betty.
Or no?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, it's a 10.
Everyone was just gifted 1 token.
Thank you, Chad.
So it's a 10. So you want to talk to Hannah's demon?
Actually, you know what? I'm not going to use it because I only need 1 question.
Okay.
Oh.
Situate with the demon?
The demon. How could I get you to leave Hannah? Hey, demon dad, Mr. Demon Dad. You know, you're real cool and everything, and I don't know if you could tell, but we're not like the right version of ourselves. We're like from the future, and like the whole thing. You're a demon, you get it probably. So you should be hanging out with your now daughter, who's like doing some crazy stuff, because it's gonna get real nuts for her over the present Hannah, and leave our Hannah alone. So we're doing something like a side quest here, like a whole other thing. But
I've always wanted to fight a god.
Yeah, you're gonna do that also, but with the other Hannah who's from this time, which this is the wrong one. You got the wrong one. It's the other one. You should go to the other one. Do you can, as Hannah would say, getting what I'm putting down? No?
I will only leave if Hannah takes me back once more.
So where? Oh, like in her body? What?
She needs me. How many times has she broken her legs recently?
We've all had like a foot problem lately. This is weird.
She was tossed by a bone dragon.
Well, yeah, a lot of bone stuff happening. A lot of bone stuff.
She was almost devoured by a sandworm.
Oh, you're keeping track. That's great. So you're kind of watching, even though she kicked you out like a while ago. You're still like hanging out. Like you're like with her though.
How am I supposed to learn if you follow me through everything? I told you to leave me alone.
I can never leave you. I'm always here with you.
Don't you see how fucked up that is?
I'm saving your life.
You're killing me right now. My body can't handle this.
So you said you'll only leave if she lets you come back later? Like one more time?
Agree to keep working with me, Hannah. You need me.
I don't need you. I'm my own person. I'm figuring it out. I'm almost figuring it out. And you want to go back right when I'm about... This is the time where I've doubled down and I'm going to kick you out of my body now. And you're never coming back.
Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Get it, girl.
It's currently a 6 if I use my token that I think I have. Do I have 2 tokens or 1?
You have 1 token. There is 1 second chance.
Oh, God. It's just such a bad rolling night for me.
It's okay.
It's a little bit better. 7.
So describe to me that second chance.
I'm in like a stasis realm. I can see out of my body, but I can't feel anything. But I can feel the pain. It's a really weird experience. So, I try to like get physical control over my body in order to dispel him out, and then that's not working and hurting me worse, and like causing the tears on my body to open up further. Do I take damage?
Yes. You take 2 more points of damage as you feel your body just being even more overexerted.
And now, in this mixed success, I realize that I have to face him face to face. So I call him completely away from my body and bring him into the stasis, and so my body falls limp.
The three of you see Hannah's body just go completely limp on the ground as Arius Colborn starts to shamble his way up. You hear the bones and like the stone cracking as Violet, you lie underneath. We cut to Braga. Braga, as you reach the second landing at the top of the stairs.
Okay, so I head towards where I heard the screaming noises coming from.
The screaming noise.
I've got my axe back on the way up. Yeah.
As you kind of just like you pulled yourself up.
Yeah, I kind of used it to pull myself up. To pull myself up. And then I pull myself up, and then I like lift it, and I kind of have it over my shoulder, and I'm like real grizzled, and I'm just like, I kind of like head towards, I shamble on my bad foot towards the door where I heard the screaming coming from.
As you shamble your way, you open the doors, and you see Sawyer kind of pinned up. You see Garrig wearing the mask of Narigoth, and then you see in the corner a figure standing there waiting. We cut to Violet underneath as Arius Colborn starts to slowly pull itself up off of you. What do you do?
I just want to, I can't give up. I just want to roll and stab.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
I'll never stop.
Stabby rolling.
We're all gonna die this episode.
10. No, 11.
With an 11, yeah, describe to me how you just, like, what this dodge roll stab looks like.
I am so mad that and I try, as I was trying to go back before, my sword is basically underneath me, so I've been like breathing on my sword the whole time. I just use the momentum of my left hand, and I just over my shoulder, and it is so deep that I hear blood just squirting out.
Oh.
Yeah, you send that sword backwards. You put every last ounce of strength you have into that as the sword goes into the left arm of Arius Colborn. You hear not only the stone bones of his arms crack and shatter and start to fall to the ground, you hear your sword kind of clink onto the ground as well. As the creature just kind of, this was the arm that was already damaged, as the creature just kind of, as Arius Colborn just laboredly just stands there and just kind of heavily breathing like you remember that Leighton and Lionel did as they stared you down in the tent on that fateful night, as this creature is just breathing and just its arm, you see the smoke start to decay and disappear from its arm. You suddenly see it stand still as it looks up at the house. It lets out a horrid screech.
Oh, no.
And you see it just disappear into a shadow, a bolt of gray, terrifying smoke as it shoots its way up into the second level of the house.
Yeah, I figured, yeah.
Okay, I want to run to... I'm imagining they're not too far from each other, right?
No, yeah. I feel like, Violet, you are laying on the ground. You've got 2 ribs cracked. You've got your hip that's kind of in a rough place, and you can't see out of your left eye. So you are just laying there. Dire straits. And Hannah, kind of probably about 5 feet away, has just collapsed onto the ground.
I want to check to see if Hannah's breathing, alive.
Hannah is alive.
Brain activity, whatever. Okay. I want to try to cure both of them. Yeah. I'd also like to cast Invigorate, which is when I heal someone, they take +2 forward to their damage. So if they get up and keep fighting, they'll do even more damage.
Ooh. So let's do 2d6 plus skill for Invigorate,
Okay.
and then we'll do 2d6 plus heart to heal them.
Okay, great. Well, I guess no invigoration. Oh wait, that was plus skill. Yeah, still, it's still that bad. So that's an 8 for healing.
You can only heal one. Who will you heal?
The unconscious one.
It's a good idea.
She's worse.
But what?
But I don't know that.
Yeah,
I see you laying on the
yeah,
ground. I don't have no
It's
idea
a
what's
good
happening
idea.
to you.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Oh God.
D, as you
on.
approach Hannah, you try it once. You try to summon your invigorate. You try to summon that into you, but it's just not working. And almost out of frustration, you just kind of slam your hands onto Hannah, and you just pull from within you anything you've got.
I let out a wail. Ah! I'm really frustrated.
And with that last wail, you actually end up healing Hannah for 10 points.
Yay!
Whoa.
Nice.
As Hannah, almost as if like an EKG, you are like almost shocked back to life.
No! I was right there!
What? What are you talking
No, I'm
about?
about to kill him!
I want to go over and see if I can also heal. I'm not going to stop trying to heal.
You should have never done that!
Okay, shut up. You're healed. I go over to, I go over to Violet and try to heal her too.
You can.
No time. I gotta put some dirt in it and keep going.
Okay. Well, I tried.
Hannah, did your demon, Mr. Daddy?
Don't call! Don't, shh. I just gotta get back.
And suddenly, from inside the home, you see coming out Draco.
Oh.
Oh, no.
And you see Draco standing there, holding this kind of gaping wound on his arm. I tried. I'm so sorry.
What did you do?
It seems that my time here is up. But perhaps I was able to buy you all some time. As Braga, we cut back to Braga, who only moments earlier, you saw Lighton reaching out a hand for Garrig.
Wait, Lighton's here now?
Lighton was in the corner.
So he made it through the portal?
He did.
Okay.
Lighton can get everywhere. You see Lighton
He
reaching
moves
out
at
a
the speed of Lighton.
Lighton reaches out a hand to grab Garrig, but just in that instant, you see everything freeze as you see Draco holding time back. You see just like the sweat coming down his body as his hands are just shaking as he's trying to hold it. He looks at you and just goes, "Run, please! Do something! Stop it!" And as he tries to hold time, he is pierced through the arm by Arius Kobold, who he turns around, and with the last bit of energy, you see almost Draco's entire form go gold in a sense as he pushes Arius Kobold back, and you see Arius Kobold essentially disappear into gold. As you start to see Draco fizz out, as he makes his way down the stairs, as time resumes back in the room you were in.
So I couldn't move during all of that.
You could.
I could. So I think the second he says just try to stop it, I would have already started moving with my one good arm to swing my axe at Lighton, because he was reaching out for Garrick. So I would have swung to like kind of like knock him back with the axe. So if he's going this way, I'm like pushing him back that way with the blade out, like trying to knock him against the wall, basically.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Oof.
Yikes.
Any second chances?
Oof.
We eat load. Oh my gosh.
What?
You just got one.
Okay.
Yes!
Thank you, chat.
Thank you, chat.
Thank you, chat.
Just saving the world here. Just saving the world.
Yeah.
No, nope. Okay.
Turn.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so that is a 7. So I can't. My token won't help me here. So because it would make it still make. So I got a 7. So what happens is I go to swing, and it's not my good arm, and so like it's not my normal fighting arm, so I drop it, and like with my bad like dislocated arm, I still like just like grab it and swing it, and so I take a lot of damage, but I do knock him back.
Yeah, Braga, you take 3 points of damage as you throw
Man,
that
I am
arm.
haggard. This is great.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah. And I like literally like I hear like tendons like ripping as like there's no connection. It's just like muscle just hanging off, and I just knock it with it. But I do hit him.
Yeah,
But
you do. And as you hit him, it's almost as if you cut through rock as his entire right wrist just breaks off into stone and just shatters and just starts to decay into dust beneath you as he stares at you. Hannah. And the moment you've come back, you hear a voice in your head. Hannah. We both want the same things. We both want this thing to be destroyed. Just this once. Work with me, Hannah. And I promise we can stop it.
I don't trust you at all. You just hurt all my friends. I'd rather do this alone and die than do this with you and succeed.
Give me one more chance to prove to you. And let me say, I am sorry.
And
As you
when he
start to-
says that, I uncontrollably cry.
As you feel yourself cry, you feel almost like your energy and your father's energy merging together as you feel a combo coming on.
Nice.
All right.
Of course.
So Draco has come out.
Draco has come out, and Draco is essentially disappearing into, like, he's just disappearing into the ether.
So the combination of my dad just coming in, and I like just I don't have to say anything. I let him help because just the sorry is just not anything I expected. And immediately we shoot off like the energy, the red energy shoots us off to where Garrick is.
Garrick, Lighton,
and Lighton
Sawyer.
and Sawyer is. So we immediately like start flying, and then once we get there, it's lightning bolt out of the hands time.
Braga, as soon as you slice down on Lighton's wrist, kind of turns to you and flashes this terrifying, like, hematite and amethyst stone jagged smile.
And I'm like raising my axe to hit him while this is happening.
And right before that happens, you see this red lightning bolt just pierce through his chest. As his good hand, his left hand, grabs it. And he sinks down into a shadow immediately, and standing behind him. Standing behind where Lighton once was, as he then retreats and cowers back to his time, is Hannah and her father working together.
We're sorry, Braga, for hurting you earlier.
I look at like this being light and I go, hurts like hell, doesn't it?
As Lighton just...
Another time.
as he disappears back into the shadow. Ooh. And as time slowly, as through all this was happening, time was slowing down. And as Draco's last moments, as he disappears, he looks at you, Betty. He looks at Dee. He looks at Violet. Don't worry about me. Another will fill my place. With the Triad, there's always three. As soon as one of us dies, another is born. I'll see you all again sometime. I know. as you see Draco just kind of almost fade out of existence. And as Draco simultaneously fades, time resumes back upstairs as Garrig raises his hands into the air, but then suddenly notices that 2 more people have appeared in the room as he turns around and sees Braga and Hannah standing there, Sawyer looking up and seeing you, Hannah. As suddenly, in that moment, tentacles start to come down from the sky. Narigoth starts to attack Palisade. And for all of you, everything goes white. And that is where we will end tonight's episode.
Oh man.
Thank you all so much.
That was a spicy one.
What does it mean?
What does it mean? What does
We're
it
actually getting
mean?
somewhere.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
Thank you all so much for joining us. That was a delightfully fun episode, and a special shout out to Zach who jumped in and improvised and killed it, and it was so much fun and joyful.
One of my favorite performers of all time, and he proved it was tonight.
Yeah.
So good.
Great. You know what? That's all about RPG is just like having fun, just jumping in and saying yes and to everything.
Truly.
So thank you all so much for being a part of tonight's show. Let's go ahead and go down the list and thank everyone who made tonight's story possible with their help.
Yay.
Why don't we? Sorry, nothing. What?
Metsu's Phantom.
Metsu's Phantom.
J Pistol.
J Pistol.
Haywood.
Haywood.
Benostine.
Benostine.
Haywood.
Haywood.
Keen 456.
Keen 456.
Zauron 23.
Zauron 23.
D-Man 1198.
Demand 1198.
Mr. Fantasy.
Mr. Fantasy.
J Pistol.
J Pistol.
J Pistol.
J Pistol.
Drek Fletch.
Drek Fletch.
J Pistol.
J Pistol.
PR Fan 2002.
PR Fan 2002.
Kurtis J Wiebe for the Hannah and her father combo.
That's really good storytelling, y'all.
It really is.
PR Fan 2002.
PR Fan 2002.
Thank you all so much for being a part of tonight's show and helping us make this story possible. Like I said, we can't sit around here and do the Rat Queens without you. We can't go to Gen Con without you. And just thank you all so much for being such an amazing and positive community. I honestly, I'm sure it makes everybody here at the table's day. As soon as Wednesday comes around and everyone is just talking about Rat Queens and sharing their Rat Queens hype, jump in the Discord and talk about what your theories are, what you like in the show, what you think's going to happen next, what the next arc could be, because we're getting up to the end of this chapter. What could the next chapter be? Who knew? Who knew?
I think you know.
I do.
I hope so.
Nobody else. Speculations perhaps in the Discord. And if you're loving the show, be sure to talk about the show with the Rat Queens hashtag. That is hashtag Rat Queens on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. And let's go around the table before we and say where people can find you real quick.
Yes, I'm at Jessica Lynn Verdi on Twitter. At Jessica Lynn Verdi on Instagram and Jessica Verdi on Twitter. And check out my Fiasco Nuts episode that goes live on Easy Allies YouTube channel on Friday.
My name is Michelle Wynn Bradley. You can find me everywhere on the internet at I Am Chubby Bunny. I do a weekly comedy podcast about Asian nonsense called Senpai Buddies. You can find that at senpaibuddies.com. It's weekly, so every Thursday's a new episode.
You can find me at Laurie Michelle Jones on Instagram and Laurie Michelle J on Twitter. And I just wanted to say a special hey to Marcy, who is a first-time watcher and a big fan of
Yay!
I am Riley Silverman. You can find me on Twitter at Riley J. Silverman and on Instagram at Riley Silverman, and I will see you around.
I am Aliza Pearl at ALIZA Pearl on Instagram and Twitter. And I just want to say, it's so awesome. I'm not going to be here for a little while. I don't know how long, but I love you all, and I'm going to miss you so much, and I'm going to be watching.
We love you, Elisa.
Yeah.
Love you too.
We wish you all the best. And I am Emily Rose Jacobson, your GMily, at frankly_Emily on Twitter and with an extra little underscore on Instagram. Ladies and jelly beans, this Saturday, they've got a Keanu Reeves hyperdrive. I'm sure you've seen the amazing video. If not, it is circulating the Hyper RPG socials. But yeah, this Saturday from noon until midnight, non-stop Keanu Reeves action. If you like Speed, if you like The Lake House, if you like The Matrix, and if you like Constantine, non-stop. Just if you want
Bill
Keanu,
and Ted. Bill
Did
and Ted.
John
Bill
Wick
and Ted.
not make it in there? That's very confusing
the
to
hell,
me.
guys?
And the Matrix? There
Well,
is.
The Matrix is in there.
Yeah.
It's also the John Wick verse. So who knows what other? I'll just leave it at that.
right.
The Matrix may explore a number of Keanu's.
Nice.
Whoa,
Oh,
indeed.
I'm the what's the remembrance? No, what's the one with the football? Where
Replacements?
The replacement.
What's that?
The
Remembrance.
More complicated
That
than
I believe.
Yes, that's what the Breakfast at Tiffany's. Is that their song?
I believe
Remembrance?
Lucas
Nope.
is doing a Bill and Ted's.
That was
I'm
Deep
in
Blue
that
Submarine.
one. I'm in that one.
All right.
But it's going to be a super fun time. Join us from noon until midnight. It's going to be a blast. The Hyperdrives help out Hyper as you do every single week and just watching our show. Thank you all so much. And of course, Gen Con, once again, we're going to be there. You can follow the Facebook event for more information. And you can also click on the link, buy your tickets early. We're not going to be, there's not a ton of reserved tickets. So just make sure you get them now instead of later, because you want to see this show live. If the intro was anything but a nice tasty taste of what you can get live.
Tasty taste.
I mean, we don't edit this, but we cut out a lot of sneering when we're not on camera.
Get all of that goodness live at Gen Con 2019 this August. But for now, thank you all so much for joining us. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday night. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. You deserve it because you're awesome. And you are all honorary rat queens.
Hey.
And to that, I say, until next Wednesday, keep adventuring, my queens.